$5 spots for $100 glitter giveaways, and we've got discounts and stuff. Today's event is event 20 for 20% off your glitter purchases.
Wow!
Yeah, it's today only. So.
You can have all this.
So here's the glitter. Oh, we didn't count. Did you put?
I tried.
There's just so much.
Yeah, I just tried to put.
There is so much. You need to see
Oh, I
this.
didn't think about doing that.
Okay.
This
Sorry.
is my dream, you know?
Mhm.
This is my dream.
Yeah, so we've got a few glitters at the Glitter Ranch. Got a lot of them in ultrafine and holographic. Oh, sorry, ultrafine and chunky. Thanks, sis. And then ultrafine and chunky holographic, and then also in metallic too. So you can find a wide variety of glitters there. It's just theglitterranch.com.
See. Let's see who's. Hey, Peggy. She's other of my friends. She's an artist too. So that is. I'm working on your cup, Peggy.
Are you about there?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get mine. Y'all go around
Okay.
ahead. Y'all do what you
Okay,
do.
so Myra, I don't think you're in mine very much. Let's scoot over you and me, and then we'll
Okay.
scoot in, and we'll introduce everybody else. So this is Myra. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, I'm Mayra from Made of Mayra Ruiz, and I make tumblers, t-shirts, caps, and a lot of more things.
Made by Myra.
Gracias.
I'm gonna translate
Ruiz.
for you.
Made
Ruiz.
by Mayra Ruiz. Thank you.
R-U-I-S.
R-U-I-S.
Okay.
Z. No, Z.
You know
Zebra.
how to R-U-I-S. Sorry.
Yeah, she says yes, so I was
Okay.
like, yeah.
Made by Myra Ruiz.
Yes.
So if you want to check, we'll put her stuff in the comments.
Yes. So I'm so excited because it's the first time, meeting other creatives today. Like, you will see them later. Yeah, one is there, and the other one is like they're
He's
hiding.
And this is just our assistant back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I make tumblers. I'm kind of new to this, but I'm going mostly to create art, and I specialize with working with artists to combine their creativity with my creativity. So that is mostly what I do, and also of course I create other kind of fun tumblers too. So I do both. And what else? I do t-shirts, caps. I don't know what else. A lot of things.
A lot of things with glitter.
Yeah, and with her glitter is amazing, and everybody loves it, and I love it all the time. I use it all the time. So, what else I can say? I'm going to retreat this weekend just to get a new ideas about art because I work with artists, so to get their perspective out and everything. So if you have any questions there, I think Peggy, but I cannot read the tiny letters.
I know, it's so tiny from over there.
Oh, she just said, "Hey, Carrie," and yay.
Oh yeah, they are just
Check
tiny.
the iPad, would you, while you're over
So
there?
this is mostly what I do. I like to combine art with my art.
And Nancy.
Thank you. Ay, she's so nice and beautiful. So yeah, this part of what I do, and I was so honored they wanted me to come and share with them this spot with Becky. I'm so glad to know her, and her business is amazing. So she's part of what I do, and she makes it happen, right? Because everybody loves glitter. So anyway, let me move a little bit so
Okay.
you can see.
Let's just move over.
We can move back, right?
Yeah, we
So we
probably
can
need
get more
to move
people
back.
in?
Another
Is that
back.
really like? Come on, Ricky.
We did good, sis.
We
The
gotta
ones on the top
move in like
are
we know,
still
like we
fluffy.
like each other.
Okay. Okay, that's just to say all of these are single. I mean, there's that many different colors. I don't even know how many.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let's see one of those so we can, like, see one.
That's crazy. We'll get it fixed so when we come back live here in a while,
Tabitha says hi.
I'll hop out. Y'all get in closer because I've already been on. So, okay, Erica, give us your little spill. Let us reintroduce for somebody that wasn't here earlier.
I don't
Yes,
have Ricky.
yeah, Myra, you're
I
fine.
don't have Ricky. I need to put Ricky.
I'll get Ricky. You go sit.
There.
Okay.
This is anyways, anybody that doesn't know me, I'm Erica with 321 Cup Designs, and
I had been making cups for about a year, I guess, and started last year during COVID, and just been dying to make cups for a long time. I've done all kinds of crafts for a long time, and cups really have been. That's really what spoke to me, was doing cups. Like I did T-shirts and bibs and like signs and all kinds of stuff that you see all the time, all that kind of crafty stuff, and making cups is just by far much more satisfying. So.
It is very satisfying.
I
do
still
really
dabble
enjoy it.
with the T-shirts and stuff like that, but that's like basically for my friends that are used to me doing those types of things. They're like, "Hey, can you make this for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it," or whatever. So, but other than that, it's totally cups for me. So that's what I have the most fun with. So
Okay, and tell us your. So Erica does a lot of YouTube as well. So
Awesome.
her,
I can put.
we'll have Brittany put those links in the bio. Okay, next, Ricky, tell us
Hi.
about you. I need to
I'm Ricky.
move one camera here.
So I've been making tumblers almost 2 years now. And I actually started out with the Cricut doing t-shirts and
Everybody, right?
yeah, it was just, and it was funny because I was mainly, when I got the Cricut, it was to do it for my team at work. And then once I started playing with it, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, and I'd make different things with the Cricut machine. And then I started playing around with the tumbler just for the fun of it. And probably July of last year is when I started doing more on the business side when it comes to making tumblers for customers versus just for the fun of it to give away. And now I mainly focus on tumblers or keychains, glitter keychains.
They're awesome.
I'm about to start doing the eyelash holders. What else? There's something else I'm doing.
Well, you've got a new shop, and you're about to get that ready. You have a lot more room.
Yep, I'll have a lot more. I'll start doing tutorials on YouTube as well pretty soon. I think bilingual. I may do them in Spanish and in English.
that would be awesome.
That is awesome.
I mean, not for me, but for
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, because it's like we were talking about the other day with Becky. There is a lot of people who is interested into doing this, and a lot of the, like Ricky said, it's not very out there for the people who doesn't speak very well English to understand what they are saying, because sometimes it's complicated, It
Yeah.
is kind of like mixing A with B and this and that, and I'm like, what's that? Took me a little bit of time just to understand,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, there's so many tumbler makers out there, and you have to set yourself apart somehow, some way. You have to set yourself apart in design wise, or in the way that you tutor, and that kind of thing. So it's
Yeah, well, that way they can find you and come back to you and, get to know your style and if it works for them.
Right.
Yeah.
because
I like
not
that.
everybody's style or technique or whatever is the same, or it doesn't work for you, or
Yeah, it is.
it's
Right.
not the products you really want to get into, or whatever.
Let's
so.
start with that. Let's start with, should we start with like social media stuff or products? What do you want to start with?
That I can't read any of the comments. So is anybody asking any
Okay, let me
questions
check.
about things?
Can't hear too good.
Oh,
Oh, that's Heather. Okay, sorry, it's just me. You were speaking too softly. Okay,
Yeah.
no, it's Ricky. Pick it
that's
up.
me.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
fun.
usually someone's telling me inside voice, and I'm like, oh,
Right.
sorry.
No, it's fine.
Cause
I love
Me
it. Me
Do
too.
I-
I'm like too loud.
What do I hit to try and see if we've got
Yeah, I
it?
don't know if there's any comments, but yeah, you can hit the
Okay.
comments and see if and do live chat. Do live chat right there. Yeah, and see. I don't know that anybody's saying anything on there, so.
Okay, so we'll just go right into it. Let me get my.
There's 4 cameras right
Okay, I'm gonna get my little notes here. So y'all just go ahead and chime in with any questions you have. Somebody just asked about could they still do donations, and they can. So that was Sarah Douglas. So if you want to go ahead and send that, I do have your numbers down. There's a few numbers left on that. And then also, you know what? Why don't we start with whatever we're going to give away later, cup-wise. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, let's show them a couple things.
The cups are here.
Okay.
So
Myra, did you bring anything?
No.
That's okay.
I was running
Ricky?
around.
Go gather yours up. Let's show it off. Let's show off some cups and then we'll go into
Whoa, that's awesome.
equipment. I guess we'll go into equipment and products.
go ahead.
Sorry, let me get mine.
Okay. So we have that one and
Here, you go ahead and talk about
This
it
one?
and I'll unpack.
and this one. So
I can help you with
Okay.
this. Whoa, awesome.
I'm sorry, but this one can't be taken out of the box. I don't know what I like more. I think it might be this.
I think that's my
Oh, that
favorite
is.
too.
Ah! Okay, y'all. Are y'all ready for some beautiful, beautiful cups? All right, Erica, go ahead. Introduce your cups.
every one of these cups here is on my YouTube channel, like a tutorial. So if you want to know how to make it, my beach cup, those of you that are on my YouTube channel, you have seen this before. But those of you that are on the other ones,
Hey.
I have tutorials on how to make each and every one of these. So these are the cups I was going to give away. So we have to figure out
Who
when and who wants what.
Yeah. If anybody even likes these junky old things, let me know.
So I think this is like, nobody likes this? Okay.
I think nobody likes.
Let's think, okay.
That's how I feel about that beach one. Of course, Brittany and I may have a wrestling match.
This is the one that I was like,
I like that
give
too.
this
Yeah, I love all of them.
You know that happened all the
Yeah.
time.
All right, Ricky,
So-
what do you got?
Oh my
Let's see what
goodness.
you got. Are you giving away that one?
what?
I might on the TikTok live.
Okay, so Ricky and I may duke it out after we go off camera.
So this one, I'll show you here first,
Yeah.
was on a Facebook Live back in
Yeah.
January, and it was just never completed up until the other day when I decided to do Hawaiian hibiscus / palm leaf theme.
Yeah.
I'll get to the other cameras, y'all. Bear with me.
Show the bottom. You show the
I did. Okay, y'all. This is my favorite cup that Ricky's done.
It is awesome.
It's really cool.
beautiful.
Look at the flower.
It's where y'all. We've got so many
We got
cameras
so much
going on,
streaming right now.
so bear with us. Okay, sis, yeah, down on the bottom one there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Ricky's hibiscus. That it's so pretty. It's so y'all, and that glitter in there. So go ahead. Sorry, tell them about
Yeah,
when
right.
it started.
We're so excited. Like,
About
We're
what?
gonna tell all of them about your cup that you made. We're gonna tell them about it.
And then releasing on my website today. Oh no, I'm not releasing that, but coming soon. I'm doing the eyelash holders.
Whoa.
So I made this one look like the ocean theme,
That's really cool.
and that one's got
That's very
tropical and Gulf of Mexico.
Three pairs.
What else was I?
See? I love it. When you go to Mexico, when you go to have a vacation, you need one of this.
Heck,
So
you need
everything
that for
match.
at home. Yeah, it's really pretty. I love the waves on the top.
Beautiful.
That's my favorite
I
part.
love it. Look how creative. It's like, it's a lot of things you can create.
And then next up that I'm releasing soon, I'm gonna release these today as well on the website on my live. But I'm doing so recently that hit really good was this one, which is my kitty shank. It was called a kitty shank on TikTok, but it's a self-defense keychain. You can see him over here. That's a self-defense keychain, and that was the colors that really took off because of one of my friends that's on TikTok, and she's super popular. But I'm also releasing the leopards in the gold.
How did you turn the light down? I feel like it's too bright.
It's on the side. There's a little knob.
Oh, okay.
a
All
little
right.
knobby.
Sorry, Ricky. Go
Oh, yeah,
ahead.
that's better. And then the snow, I'm calling that snow leopard.
That is super cool.
Here, give her one. Give me one. Okay, so he's got some holographic vinyl going on
Oh,
that,
what's going on?
and so it's a
Hey, Sarah! What's going on?
it's a keychain. Hey, get your cat out of here. So it'll go into your keychain. There's a little hole in the bottom. Okay, and then little fingers go in there. Okay. Cute, 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 cute.
She said something about your last four of your number or something for the donation or something like that.
4833. 4833. Yeah, I forgot one of the apps asked that. Was that Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we've got that we'll be doing giveaways later today. What else, Ricky?
So really quickly, Catherine asked how to get the sales on those. Catherine, honestly, everything that helped me with the keychain sales was TikTok. It's all TikTok.
Well, the influencer.
Yeah,
Was it big?
it was a big friend of, not a big friend of mine. A friend of mine that's really big on TikTok. I had sent her one of these probably back in September, and then on one of the videos, people were asking her what she keeps in her purse. And so she did a TikTok around what she has in her purse, and she was taking things out. And the keychain, which was similar to this one, she pulled it out, talked about it, and she put it back in her purse. And like people started asking about it, and it blew up on my TikTok, on my website, and things like that. So that's how that kind of blew up from me was that friend of mine on TikTok.
Yeah, just take a second, right? Just when everybody share the collaborations
Yeah.
and everything is when that helps you because everybody's so different. So that is amazing. And then as you know, a lot of you know, well, some of you don't know, my son, he's autistic and he has one with the puzzles on it. So that is super cool too.
With what?
The
Oh,
puzzle.
the one that has puzzles,
puzzles.
Yeah, just-
puzzles
yeah.
all inside of it
Oh, okay.
for the
Yeah.
awareness or
Oh, the
whatever.
puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so we sell those too on site.
that is
The
super
puzzle
cool.
pieces.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what you were saying. I gotcha.
I'm not releasing those, but I can show it if you want.
Yeah, we'll show those.
I'm gonna try it.
Awesome.
Look at this. I like that.
That's just my phone
It's
case.
so
I
ridiculous.
did not make it.
How much? Look at this.
She can make
This
everything, but
I
she
did
didn't
not
make
make
that one.
Glitter addict right here.
It's like, who doesn't like glitter?
Right?
Like-
Catherine, you just are. Didn't you just get a TikTok here in the last couple of weeks? It takes a minute sometimes, or some
There we
influencer
go.
that has a crowd. You got it now?
There we go.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
There we go. Now we can.
Now we're cooking. Now we have like how many devices? I don't even know.
Wow,
Okay.
a lot of them. That is super cool.
Well, so that way I can see the chat.
Yeah, good
So
deal.
that's where I was like.
Okay, what else you got?
A lot of things. They're so much fun.
So we'll show off the artistic puzzle pieces that we had talked. Myra was talking about.
Yes, so it is awesome. I need one of those. I need to buy it.
Okay. Trying to go around to each of the cameras, y'all. can
Yeah,
get a
if
look.
you're interested in one of those,
Put your
I
camera
will
on.
post also his
Put your
link so
camera.
you can see his products because I don't make them and I love them and as you know, collaboration
Yeah.
is so much for me.
There we go. And then move this down.
If you hold your hand behind it, it helps block the light and it
Okay.
reflects a little better.
There we
There you go. Is that all right?
I think so. Let's just try to.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think that's better.
Yeah, like Vanna
Beautiful
White.
nails.
So what else you got?
They're actually the glitters.
Releasing today, I'm also releasing the ribbons. So like for breast cancer awareness, what is it, lupus?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's suicide awareness too, is the yellow. So I'll release those today also.
So that's a tip for y'all if y'all are making, whatever. You can do them in different colors and stuff. So that way to
Those are
help you,
keychains also, by the way. I just don't have the keychain on them yet.
yeah, to get sales, doing different themes and stuff like that is always good. Okay.
Let me see if I can get the
And
Facebook one
you
up too,
also
so we
do
can
custom
see.
glitter, right? And
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Do custom glitter. We can talk about that here in a little bit. What do we want to talk about next? You want to show your cat?
The
Show-
mini kitties are coming out, so they come in the size that you normally see, but they're also in mini size. So,
Little baby cat.
Baby kitty.
and then the last thing I've got is the baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cute. That
I
one
love it.
shows really good. That one's so bright it really shows.
I look at that green.
Very
What green
cute.
is that?
Brazil.
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 I think that's
Is
pucker.
Is it
Oh.
pucker?
I think it is pucker.
Oh yeah, it's pucker.
Okay. forget
Yeah,
about
because it's
Brazil.
got because I see the chunky in it because we've got the The pucker and fine and chunky.
Yeah, Leanne. So on those ribbons, I'll be releasing colors more and more as I start to make more. So yeah, for sure.
Okay, if you're asking where to buy the molds, I don't have a hookup on molds yet. I'm still working on that. So Ricky, did you get yours off of Amazon? You can get a lot off of Amazon.
Yeah, I think I got those
Etsy.
on Amazon.
Etsy's another good place to find molds. Like I said, I'm still trying to get a hookup on that. To be able to bring some molds to y'all.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah, the Yoda was from Etsy.
Wow.
And if you're planning on getting those, I would say get them quick because I keep seeing them pulled off of Etsy. I think it's because
Oh,
of the
for copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I put these up on like TikTok or anything, I put him as Baby Alien. I don't call it Baby Yoda
Yeah.
for
Right.
that reason.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what I do.
Yeah, on a lot of things you need to rename it something else so that way you're not
Yeah. So name
you're
it.
not getting
something
attacked.
else.
This is so much fun. Like, whoa.
What color green is that?
pucker. That's
Pucker.
Pucker.
Sarah, it's pucker.
I need one of these.
Okay, so let's talk about. Did we talk about social media now since we're talking about all those other things? Let's do that. Let's go
Okay.
right into social media and what we're doing.
Okay, do we need to go back to sit? Okay.
Okay, y'all go sit down.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like I'm teaching class. Go sit. Yeah, let's put the.
Don't move it.
I don't think I can sit because I think I've got to just like keep recentering y'all. And y'all don't-
Can you move a little bit for me?
Yeah,
my
the
phone
bottom,
for
yeah.
Ricky?
No, like tilt it, sweetie. The bottom to
What?
the left. The bottom to the left. The bottom to the
Like
left.
this.
The bottom to the left.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, way too much, yeah, way too
Oh,
much.
wow.
stuff.
Just straighten it up a little bit.
Baby, look in the
Like
phone.
what? Let me see.
I don't need
Bring
Okay, now we're talking.
We're on this.
Yeah, now.
Maybe next time we'll definitely have a better plan.
Yeah.
Well, but this
This
is
is
so much
all
fun.
new. This is
Y'all
all
totally
like
just-
exciting, and so
And yeah, and it's so much fun to learn and you know
Yes.
from this experience and everything. So that's
yes.
All right, so let's talk about social media. Who's doing what? Where are you? How's
So
it working?
you talk about TikTok because you've done
So-
really
Ricky
well
does
with
a lot of
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, for me, mostly TikTok is where I get the bigger part of my sales. I would say that's probably the biggest thing that I've got going on. And again, part of what's helped me is some of my friends on TikTok that have like one has 800,000, one has 1.3 million,
Wow.
and so that's helped a lot
Yeah.
when it comes to sales because they actually help me push that kind of stuff. They get on to me sometimes though because they're like, "Why aren't you making these videos? You're funny too." And I'm like, "I don't know. I just haven't done it."
Are you having them tag you specifically or?
They actually tag me themselves most of the time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's very helpful if you have somebody, you know, doing your stuff just like I ask y'all or whatever, you know, tag me, because then, you know, there's a paper trail kind of, so to speak.
Mhm. Number
what else?
one about social media. Number one, only thing you need to know is you gotta post all the time. You have to be in front of people constantly. Like, you need to either pick every day at a certain time or every Wednesday and Saturday at a certain time or and you need to be engaging, you know, if people are commenting, you need to be commenting and talking back to them and saying hello. The main thing about the algorithms with these programs is they want the person that is on the other side engaging in their app as much as possible.
Mhm.
So if your people are wanting to be on TikTok all the time, they're gonna be like, yeah, Ricky, we'll put you up there all day long because people are gonna be like, I wanna see Ricky, I wanna see Ricky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it's Instagram, if that's gonna keep them on Instagram, then they'll promote, the algorithm will promote you, right?
Right.
On YouTube, same thing. You're posting all the time, you're engaging, you're doing the little shorts, the little beta, you know, the little reels or, you know, whatever. It's all about being in front of people's faces. There are people out there that are doing way less cooler things than you.
Way less quality.
And way less quality, but that's because they're just in people's faces.
They know how to work the system.
Yes, they're just in people's faces
Right.
constantly. And I'm not saying that I'm excellent at it. I know that those are things that I need to be working on too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You know,
sure.
like that's the main focus is like constantly being in people's faces.
So you feel more comfortable in YouTube, right? Because you know more about it, or
Just I am very comfortable with being in front of people and teaching people and coaching and tutoring and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's like my wheelhouse. Is what I really it's kind of what I went to college for, and so it's just my wheelhouse. So I love being on YouTube. I love teaching and I love engaging in that way.
Yeah.
I'm not a TikTok-y kind of funny type of. I'm like it's just not my. It's not my deal, you know. But there, people do tremendous things with it, you know. So that's my number one thing is just being active.
Laura asked, is
yeah, I
TikTok
was gonna
safe?
say.
I'm not sure what you mean by that because it's like any other social. It's no less safe than
yeah.
any other social media.
I mean,
Facebook,
you know, I wouldn't
Instagram.
put out my home address, but
I don't, you know, there's
I'm
certain
not
things like I have a son and he's not on my TikTok. Like I don't put my kids or my sister's kids or on any social media. Like you have to be my friend on my personal page in order to see something, and that is very rare. So that's where I would maybe say not to.
well,
maybe
it's also because when you are like you have people going, I don't know, maybe that happened. I'm just watching cops, and later it's just a girl dancing. It's like
Right,
what is
right, right,
that?
right, right.
You know, it is that I think for having a teenager who wants a cop or something, sometimes TikTok because it's too new, they don't know how to address that kind of stuff. You know,
well,
that happened for me.
TikTok I wouldn't is not age appropriate. I mean, it's a certain age. I wouldn't.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
no,
allow
it's
your
not
child
a
to
free
get
for all.
on
But you
there.
know, honestly, most of them are. I wouldn't. I would want my little ones on it anyway.
No,
any of them, be it
no.
Facebook, be it TikTok,
This is
be
true.
it
Yes,
Instagram.
yes, yes.
Because too many things come up random for sure.
Yes.
But as far as safe, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
You
like
can
you said.
make some videos like to your friends only. So
Yeah.
like if you did post kids or whatever, like
Okay, yeah.
you can,
Oh yeah, yeah.
And also the kids, for example, when you want to share a video with a kid there, TikTok is not allowing you to share a video with a kid. That
Mhm.
happens sometimes with the
Mm.
parent, they don't want
Oh,
to.
if you've got a
You
kid
can
in
watch,
your video,
you
right,
can
right.
watch the kid dancing with a quack quack or something, but TikTok is not letting you to share that video. You
Right.
can share the grown-ups, but no the kids. So that is
Which is kind of good.
yeah.
Yeah, now Leanne said constantly doubting your skills. You know what? You know, and I think that's all of us all the time. We're constantly wondering, is this, you know, because we'll, you know, the thing is, you know, we see stuff on Facebook or on, you know, any of these social medias and we think it looks so spectacular. And y'all know when you ran into that person and put your hands on their cup, it's not. But I constantly think mine aren't good enough. But, you know, Leanne, man, you got mad skills. Don't you worry about that.
Awesome.
And then Tabitha
Yeah,
was
it's-
saying, you know, scared about being in front of the camera. How are you getting rid of that? What do y'all think about that?
On YouTube.
Oh, to Tabitha,
On
I would
YouTube.
say it's funny because I don't like doing the TikTok videos very much, but you put me on a live and I'm like, I'm good with it. I'm okay with going live. So, but I think it's because of the interaction that I'm good with the lives versus making videos.
Yeah, it is hard when
Social
you
media
need to make
giving-
decisions because it's difficult to be funny with you by yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So it is sometimes
Yeah,
I'm making
well-
a video and I'm like, well, I'm not funny.
Well, I think, yeah, like glitter of the day. When I'm out there by myself, you know, I'm gonna be professional and I'm gonna try and stay in front and do all that stuff. But then when Brittany's out there, it can be sillier and funner, and I think it definitely helps on the views.
And it's an energy. It's like
Yeah.
super fun to watch.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, because we
That
all want
helps.
something that's
That helps. A beautiful face, you know, when you are doing a live, that stops the viewer. You know, when you have
Yes.
something new, when you have shiny stuff, different haircut or something, they are scrolling and they want to see that. They
Yeah.
want to see something, they pop their, like, they
that
stop them
catches
from
their
scrolling.
attention. Yeah.
Yes.
So Sarah's asking about social media giveaways to promote more followers for your business page. What do y'all think about that? About giving stuff away?
Yes and no. For my perspective, I believe in collaboration, so I collaborate with everybody. You know, I love that. With me, what helped is not if I do the giveaway by myself. For me, it doesn't work very well. But when I collaborate with artists or with other jewelry makers or other tumbler makers, creatives. That helps because my people go to their website or they go to them, and their people they go to me.
Yeah.
So that helps me when you are having a collaboration and you can give away their art or their product with your product. So my people, my thousands of followers, right, my millions of followers, they can go to
My
them.
hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah,
of
yeah, I
followers.
think, yeah, my billions and billions. So that helps me to reach them. Because even if we are creatives and the same art, like tumblers and all of that, everybody has their own style, right? So it's like the market is for everyone. So we can share. If I share with her, she can share with me, and we can have a great collaboration, and the giveaway will be bigger.
Yeah.
Make sense what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, and I think you're bringing two audiences together. You did like a tutorial with that gypsy leopard, right?
Yes.
And then people had to tell us about that.
Right, and I mean, I think it was a little bit premature in my, like, I think I would do better now if I was doing
Right.
something like
Well, 'cause
that. I
you
think I
have a
have
bigger
more
audience,
bigger
so-
audience. I think knowing when you need to do that, like that was my lesson learned is like and then I think I had, because you have so many people that are like, I mean, you have let me get my wording correctly, like if you have I cannot think, my brain is like fried, that if you have them doing too many things, like I think we
Right.
had like I had to like mine and subscribe and do this, it's like you can't really follow that all that well. I think
Well, I
you
think
just
to track
decide to
it,
do the
To
giveaway.
ask them to do all that stuff, but then to track, did they do it?
Yes,
That's
exactly,
another
exactly,
kind of a crazy
exactly.
task. but-
Yes, it is
exactly.
hard.
But you have to get something out of it.
Mhm.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Like if you're gonna give away a $50-$60 item, which is what a tumbler would be,
Yeah,
is plus you're gonna ship it and
right,
is you gotta get something out of it.
right.
So
Mhm.
it's
Their effort, right? They
Right,
kind of
right.
like-
but go ahead.
Yeah, where are you on giveaway?
I don't always know about the giveaway.
He's like, I'm not giving away nothing.
Yeah, I know, because my art is amazing. So
I'm more. You know who I like that he does it is those raffles. Is oh my gosh, Taylor Duncan. Is that his name?
Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Darkin. What is it? Darkin Airbrush or whatever. He does his on raffles sometimes. Sometimes he does giveaways also, but sometimes he does a raffle. And I think I like that idea better because then you see some type of return on what you put your hard work into and what you've created at that point. So I kind of go back and forth.
I think it's your audience too.
Yeah.
My audience, I don't know, would respond to something like that. But your audience, it may be totally up their alley and what they
Well,
want.
I think that's great that we all have such a different
Yes.
audience that,
Yes.
I mean, I'm cross-pollinating into all y'all, so I'm getting to benefit from all y'all's audience.
You're in bed with all of them.
yeah, you know what, guys? Let's go, guys.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. And you know what, honestly, I'm cheating on y'all.
Yeah, right. I know, I heard about that. I heard about that.
Let me so yeah, right?
Getting some new
Yeah,
people in
because
there.
I have.
You're just adding to the family.
Yeah.
But it's so
Adding
much
to the
fun
family.
because I'm making my cups and like, look, this is from the Glitter Ranch, my Glitter Ranch lady, Becky. And then and she's like, okay. So I always promoting, and the collaboration is the key.
Yeah,
And
no,
for
I
my
think so too.
for my market, the collaboration is always the key. You get more out there, even if you have a giveaway, raffle, whatever, but when you promote somebody else's work and they promote you, you get everything. You get new people,
Yeah.
new followers, everything. So that's
Yeah, 'cause
One
everybody's got
thing
different
about
style.
the TikTok and Instagram, Facebook not so much, but TikTok and Instagram, is you want to follow the hashtags
oh yeah,
that are popular. Like I don't care if you're not doing anything about Doritos.
Doritos.
It doesn't matter. Just put
Yeah.
it on there.
Yeah.
And don't do too many. And when you click on your TikTok when it goes up, when you make it, be the first to like it. Nobody will see that you liked it first. Okay?
You know that.
Nobody will see that. On YouTube, nobody sees that you liked it. On Facebook and on Instagram, yes, they're gonna see that you're, liking your own stuff, which I don't really care, whatever, because I do like it.
Because
That's
I
why
like it.
That's why I made it. Anyways, but on TikTok and YouTube, you can like your own stuff and then comment immediately right after. Comment on there.
So what
Like,
did you comment?
Links in bio. This was
Oh.
fun, or whatever. I don't know, or just a heart. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just something to go, oh, something's new. Somebody liked it. Somebody's watching
And then I
it.
think watching the videos all the way through. Is
What's
that,
that?
is that really?
On
Yeah,
TikTok.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's very vital. And that's why you do not want, unless you've got a movie going on, you do not need to do more
An
than like
amazing
60
content.
seconds.
Well,
You need to keep it short and sweet when it comes to
Is
TikTok.
what I knew.
what I will say on TikTok is please, one, watch it all the way through, and two, don't like 10,000 of my videos because then you throw me off for the week, like a week or two.
Yeah.
Because it don't then my videos won't post, like they won't be seen for whatever reason.
So what happened?
Well, they said it like if you if you just go through, like I go to Ricky's page, I like it, then I watch every video and I hit like, I'm really it knows that I'm trying to cheat the system.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's going to penalize him for it.
Right.
So make sure that you bounce around. Yeah, go watch the videos, watch it all the way through. Or, maybe comments, but not just machine gun them because it knows we're trying to cheat.
That happened too, like with Instagram. When you
Mhm.
are like when you have people like I follow you, follow me, right?
Mm.
So when you have those kind of dead people there, they are just for the likes or for the follows. That doesn't help you. So that what helps is in the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if you have people like I follow your page, you follow mine. If they are interacting with you, they are
Yeah.
hurting you.
Yeah.
What happened is that you have dead people there, and it's like just for the followers, just to see, but they are not helping you to build your page, your website, or your Instagram, Facebook, or something. So if you are in those pages, the way you can help is just watching the videos, liking and commenting.
Yeah.
Follow that people. That is what that helps. So
So Tabitha asked a question. She said, "Do y'all prefer to
Yeah.
do custom orders or pre-made orders?"
Oh, wow.
items?" And I would say yes.
both.
I will say.
No, right now I don't necessarily like pre-made because I have no idea if somebody's gonna like it and want to buy it.
Mm.
I have not had success in that area. I have my most success is somebody contacts me and says I want a sunflower cup with pink or whatever, and I'm like, and my brain starts going, and I make something unique and different. And the only pre-made design is on Etsy. Like they're not pre-made cups, but it's a pre-made design, and it's an easy design that I can remake that I know, but
Yeah.
and I don't have to think about it. It's not too difficult, and that's the kind of stuff that Etsy likes.
So what
Stuff
do
that's
you, for
easy.
example, do you have like Milky Ways on Etsy, or what do you
No,
have? What do you have?
I have
Extra color
stuff.
ombre?
I have things that can be remade, like that are not going to be crazy off the chart of
And
like.
take so long to.
Oh, no, just like too off from what the picture's gonna look like.
Oh, gotcha.
So like if I did the Milky Way, it's going to be different every time. But I do have a gypsy leopard on there only because it's just leopard, because the leopard is so
Yeah.
popular and people don't really care. But as long as it has the leopard, but like my brown and gold, where I use the cup of Joe and the 10 carat with the leopard on the bottom and the name on the top, it sells
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
The black and gold and with the name and the leopard, I mean, like those kinds of stuff is like easy. I know exactly what to do when the order comes in. I go and get it. And so that what I would say is pre-made, is the design is pre-made. But as far as like making a bunch of cups and just having them ready,
Yeah,
the
like-
only thing I do is for the YouTube, and then I just have those cups sitting there and I make
Because
them.
you
And
made the
now what do I
tutorial.
do? You know.
Yeah.
So, but I have fun using custom. So that's how I would take it.
What about you, Ricky?
I like the pre-made because it lets me do my thing and put my artistic spin on things. Sometimes they do sit there for a minute, and then all of a sudden it'll sell. Custom orders, I like custom orders, but like those, I want them to tell me this is what I want on it, and then I prefer that they, especially when they say, "Oh, I just want this color or these colors," and you
Yes.
do what you want,
Yes.
because then
That
I
is
can
awesome.
again do my own take my own spin on it,
Yes.
use my own artistic view on things. But when it's someone that's like, "Oh, I want this, but can you send me a picture of it so I can
Yes.
tell you
No.
those drive me nuts because you can never get it just right for those
No,
customers.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna get it all information in the beginning when I do a custom order, and then you're not getting much else after that. Cause I'm not dealing with the I don't like the flat. and
Yeah,
this
or
and
when they
that."
change
Like,
the
no.
color when you already
No.
have the first
No.
steps before the
No.
design and
No.
like
We're gonna get all of it out in the open. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna use these blues, and if they want blue, I'm gonna send them like 3 blues.
Yep.
If
That's it.
I may have a whole shelf of blues like this, but I'm gonna get the idea of like what kind of design they want, and I'm gonna send them like 3 blues
yes.
to choose from. I'm
Because
gonna
it's
send them
overwhelming.
14 because then they're gonna be and the picture doesn't do it justice and whatever. So
It is overwhelming for the client too. It's like, oh my God, I don't know. And you try to show
Yes.
them. It's
Yes.
very difficult for you, Becky, because it is like to show the blue, and then you are like showing and moving and everything.
Yes,
And the
yes.
client, it will never. We cannot do that for the client.
yes.
So we try our best, like to get the color they want. But for me, sometimes it's like, oh, can you make this cup exactly like this? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that because I'm not going to trying to find the exact glitter, the
Yeah.
exact font, the exact this and that.
Yeah.
It is so difficult because if you come to me, it's because you like my art.
Yes.
So trust me, trust the process.
Yes.
And if you want exactly this picture, go with that designer.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
it's easy for them. I don't like to copy other people's work because it is hard because you try to put yourself out there when you're copying somebody else's work. You are making something everybody like other people made. So and you don't want to put that in your website.
Yes. And don't be afraid to be the boss.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
your business.
Yeah, yeah.
And like if you're like, yeah, like if it's I'm like, well, I don't have that blue, but you know what? I have a better idea.
Yeah.
This is how I would do this type of design. Like what is it that you really want? Well, I want my name in blue and purple sparkles, and that's what I've always loved. And you're like, okay, well, I can do blue and purple sparkles, and I can do something
Yeah.
way cooler
Change.
than that because Susie Q made that, and I want to do
Yeah, no, true.
3-2-1 designs. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah,
that's what I
exactly.
want to do. You know.
Because also you don't want to have the same cup as somebody else because
Yes.
you are stealing other people's design.
But also, when somebody sends you something like that, it doesn't have a watermark, take that into account. Get you a watermark. Get somebody, I have a graphic designer that I can send y'all, and she'll make you a logo. And yeah, Graphics by Nicole, and she did amazing on my logo, and she does a watermark, and you put those on every picture. I don't care. If you're sending like a sanded picture of something like on the floor of like your cup to send to the customer to say like, hey, this is the name, is the name spelled correctly?
Right.
That's fine. But when you're sending them the official like, it's done, isn't it beautiful? Put a watermark on that picture. Do not post it on anywhere at all without your watermark, without your name. I don't care if you just type your name across the
yeah, it needs
thing.
to be like between the
and it needs to be on the cup.
along the cup.
on
That
the-
is very important.
Like somewhere where they can't crop it out or cut it out. You need to mark your territory.
Yeah, because you know
Okay.
what? Because people take those
Because
pictures.
people are sending it to
To
Myra and
AAC.
saying, can you do this? And they're like, well, Susie Q could have made it, but she didn't put her damn name on there,
And-
so
and also
now
I,
Myra's gonna make it.
and also I can steal her picture and put it on my
Thank you.
Etsy shop.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
but the
100%.
thing about it is, yeah, you can put my cup on your shop, but then you still gotta come out
You
with
gotta
it.
make it.
You gotta
Yeah,
make it.
but some people
So-
and then some people
But
they're
it
not
happens,
happy.
and it doesn't like it's very important. Mark
Yeah.
your territory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is my
Yes,
yes, but
it's
it's
true.
the same thing. Is yes, they have to remake it,
And it's gonna
but they
catch
got
up
a
with
sale
them.
and I didn't get a sale.
Yeah. No, definitely.
You know,
that way
so-
the customer
High five.
can find the artist. Ricky, what do you have to say about it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then
we're
I-
loud.
Any other
I've got-
questions? I'm gonna
Well,
go.
what do you have to say about that? What are your thoughts on
Okay,
watermark?
watermark.
And then I'm gonna read Laura's.
I'm good with the watermark, but at the same time, like you can take my picture all you want. But good luck because you don't know what I've mixed because I mixed so many colors.
You do mix.
I
He
mixed.
does. You
It's
do.
your
You do a
fault.
lot. You and Becky are really good at that.
That's
not
what
so good.
really started me
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
I'm not so good at
I
that.
mixed so many colors that you can get close, but you're not gonna get
But
exactly
you
what I've
still
done.
water
for
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Laura says, I try to follow Ricky. I don't know the other ladies, but I don't get notifications, so discouraging. Okay, so Laura, we will put, when we're done, we will make sure and put everybody's link, and I will, like the notifications depends on what media that you're on, what social media
Yeah.
to get. You're just going to have to turn your notifications on in your settings. And then you should get it. Now Erica's stuff, she's going to be on YouTube, so it's going to be her lives, and you do that every Wednesday at 7.
Not live, but
Or
tutorials. I
tutorials
post
will be
tutorials every Wednesday
weekly.
morning at 7 a.m.
Okay, are the other you doing any regulars?
I'm going to
No.
start. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to start because also I'm going to do some in Spanish. So, because as you know, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm Mexican.
What?
So I
I know.
It's just because why do you like, because my skin color or my accent? So,
Well, I like both.
Because we're saying Myra and she's going Myra.
Mayra. So, like, as you know, like, when we talking about the other market, the Hispanic market is there too. So, having that, I'm going to try to do some in Spanish because you can find a lot of things in English, but from my perspective, when I started, you know, that was very difficult to find in Spanish where I can relate a little bit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but I'm going to start doing some in Spanish, some in English with my art and working with some collaborations. That is my work all the time. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Ricky?
Lee Ann asked, what if the design wasn't yours but you watched YouTube tutorials? What I'll say on that is credit that person. Like if you copied someone's design off of YouTube, credit them. Like I've done a few things and I go straight and credit that
Yes.
person.
yeah, that is good.
I have done on YouTube. I've recreated something that somebody else, not like to the T, but some like
Exactly.
the design or the the
Oh,
technique.
that's good, yeah.
And I'm gonna say like this is Jessica Flynn inspired, and I just love it, and she's awesome, and you know I did this with the purples instead of the blues or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just don't want to be looked at as,
Oh,
she's just
It's a
recreating
copycat,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
But
you know-
yes, if you make it, you put your watermark on there. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, hashtag us or put at Erica, at 321 Designs and say like, oh, I just absolutely love this tutorial. It was amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Or what? I mean,
It's
you don't have to
just
say all that,
nice.
but you know what I'm saying.
It's nice. Well, and actually, Leanne has done that with my animal print because she's made some amazing animal print ones. And y'all, it's such a compliment to get that.
Yes.
It's just a high five of, hey, you did this, I saw it, I loved it, and now I'm doing it. I take that as a huge compliment, and I appreciate that. No, that's really
But yes,
good.
if you make it, you put your watermark on it.
Yes.
Okay, she also says she's using the coin holders, which I've seen that and I actually looked at them at the store the other day. Using like the coin collection, they're like little plastic trays, kind of like ice cube trays, for example.
Yes.
And you can picture different colors of epoxy and throw some glitter in there, so that way
Yes.
you've got samples for your customer to see on whatever colors or whatever you're doing.
So what does
That
she
is very
ask? Does she like
No,
it?
she was saying she does that. She
Yeah.
does the coin
Yeah,
and
I
just uses UV resin. So she
yeah.
has an idea.
I've thought about doing that, but hey, if you got the time and you got the patience and all of that, go right on ahead. I think that's
But what is
awesome to do like little coin things of the epoxy and put the glitter in there so you can be like, this is what that pink looks like and this is what
Right.
that blue looks like under epoxy.
Yeah, no, it's
You
a
know what
good
I'm saying?
sample.
And
It's a good sample.
yeah, it works out, but I don't know. I don't have time for that.
Luckily, I use the kitties now because
But
there's
yeah,
so many
that works
colors.
out
Yeah.
too.
Now you
I
don't
have done
to.
that with extra epoxy and make little keychains or like little earrings or something, and then I have a sample of like, oh, that was what it looks like underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody was commenting about this. So we've shown a lot of bling or a lot of glitter, but we haven't shown any bling. This so those cups, when I show those, when y'all have seen me show them on my lives, Myra's the one that made those
I
for
have the
Brittany and I.
patience for it.
She does.
She has the patience for it, yeah, right?
Yeah, but y'all, this is not for the weak of heart. I do not have this color of stone, but I do have clear and AV stones. I think I'm in all the cameras, but that is done with bling.
Yeah, bling bling. That is one of my top sellers, but oh my god, just forever.
Oh yeah.
And you know what happened? They want a cup like this size, and then can you have them ready for in 3 days? And
No.
also, why is so expensive?
You do it.
Yeah, right,
Like
exactly.
in TikTok.
You
well,
tell me if it takes
do
you
it.
3 days and how much money you charge.
Well, in hours, y'all. When I've made them, I am right at an inch an hour. That's how, and I'm pretty efficient with my time. I'm not jacking around.
Right.
I'm not texting. When I'm wanting to check myself, I'm an inch an hour. So that's. But
a lot of
also that's an upsell for sure of a price.
Yeah.
My drink.
And
You can raise the price on those.
Yes.
Catherine asked, if it's a tutorial and you remake it, is it considered a copycat? I mean, technically, we all mimic each other's. Like you saw the ocean design here. I'll bring
Like,
out.
or
one of
this, the power wash, but it's her like a spin with like pencils.
Yeah, no, Catherine, you need to start doing lives for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think it's copycat because you're gonna have different
Your own
things.
spin on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
both of those beach
So-
glitters.
Listen, if you're doing,
So
if
if you
they're
look at
putting it out
Erica's-
as a tutorial, they're wanting
Yeah.
you. I mean, they're giving you the right to make
Yeah.
it.
They're teaching you.
They're
to make
teaching
it,
you,
So,
and-
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Erica's ocean. I'm not finished with this one yet, but
This is the basic.
here you see the
first
different
steps.
colors. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not. I mean, that's what they're there for. They're tutorials to learn how to do those.
Yes.
And honestly,
You probably
it is.
have a leopard over there too, don't you? Don't you have one kind of like this, or do you not?
The snow.
Same
leopard.
thing. Y'all have seen this
Everybody.
100 times. That's my version, and I think I might have a tutorial online for that. But no, don't hesitate on that. If you've seen something,
If they are teaching it, well, you can make it. Like because some
Yeah.
people are like, well, I'm show you how to do it, but don't do it. I'm sorry, don't do that. Don't give your
Yeah.
secrets. You
Yeah.
know.
yeah,
So here's
there's there's
Yeah,
two leopard
leopards.
versions.
Look. So as like for example, I did the power wash, but of course her spin are the. Let me show.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Her spin are the colors.
Oh yeah,
So there's
oh,
two
perfect.
power washes.
So you can see the difference in each artist. So don't be afraid to do your art and
They're both power washes, but if you look, Erica's got glitters underneath her paints, and I have just paints. So the
Looks like you
tutorials.
both use snow caps.
Yeah,
don't
we
you?
did. But if you look, it's both the same technique. It's just
Same
different.
technique.
Yeah, different takes
Different
on it.
applications, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely don't hesitate to make another tutorial. I
No.
mean, because
and there is tons of tutorials when you have like power wash and a lot of artists, a lot of designers with that. But you are going to find someone you can relate to. So maybe you like somebody who is like outgoing, talking, laughing, or maybe you will like somebody who is calm. Their voice is
More
calm,
serious.
more serious. But like that was not us.
That
But-
is okay.
But you need to find the person you like, the way you teach. So there is like it's people for everyone. You can go there and you can find someone who you really like. So it is fine. So you can do that.
So, speaking from being a YouTube tutorial person, is my point of teaching you how to make it is that that's what I want to do. It's like I'm excited to see y'all replicate what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm excited to be like, oh, they made it! Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for y'all to like get the glitters and just
no, definitely.
and just like really create and also it's also like I want to see y'all say, well, I did it this way and I think it's so much cooler. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
So I want to see y'all interact in that way.
no, I think
Speaking
it's very
from the
inspiring.
tutorial
Yeah,
way
yeah.
of it is that I want to see y'all
It's a
recreate.
compliment again.
Yes, yes.
If I see it and now I want to go create
Yes.
it and have my own,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think it is a compliment. Yeah.
Yes.
What about TikTok with that? Because you know
Oh,
you are,
they do
they
it.
go like they go so fast and they are making a tumbler and you're like, oh my goodness, you can do that. So what about TikTok and that?
I haven't done anything to show how to make them yet on TikTok.
And he's keeping on the down low on it.
Well, because your direction on that is selling
Right.
versus
On
selling the
TikTok,
product
it's
versus
just-
Okay.
selling
Yes.
tutorials. Where
Yeah.
Erica's is definitely tutorials, and Myra's is going to be tutorials.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like how they do it, and then you're like 60 seconds, like whoa, okay, picture.
The other thing is like it shows that I actually explained it appropriately.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm doing right, okay, because y'all actually were able to create it, you know.
That's
Yeah.
So
awesome.
that's
No, it's good, and it's fun to
So-
encourage one another and help each other get through
Other questions?
Yes.
flattery.
What other
Yep.
questions?
That's right, Alan.
Yeah, Ellen saying
That's
Timothy
right.
is the sweetest for flattery. Yep,
That's
Yeah.
right.
What they were saying because I don't have my phone.
that's
She
okay.
was saying
No, I've got
mimicking,
salt
like
cut
for
up.
someone to copy you is the sweetest form
Oh,
of
okay.
flattery.
No,
It's like obviously
definitely.
you're cool, so they want to copy you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
they're
because if you're
cool.
putting out
Exactly.
crap, they don't want to.
Yeah,
Okay,
and you
so
also learn different things from different creators. So,
Yeah.
like when I
Definitely.
first started, I was using glue, and I was no good at it. And then I found
what,
I don't know if
Mod
it was-
Podge, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Mod
Yeah.
Podge.
Okay.
And then I found it was either Jessica Flynn or
Mhm.
Chrissy from Sugar and Spice
Yes, yes.
did the epoxy. It was
Yes.
Lily and Rose,
Oh yes, yes.
and she showed how to do it. Even the hang method, and so I tried it, and ever since then that's all I've
Yeah.
done.
It's
Like
I can't do anything with Mod Podge. If I try it, I feel like it's a
You know, I was watching a tutorial
No.
one day, and this lady was like, if you're complaining about Mod Podge, which I was,
And it look like what happened when you are complaining. The headline is like when you're complaining
Yeah.
that much, they
what
put
she
you there.
said,
Right,
what
right,
she
right.
said, it's you. It's you. If you don't like Mod Podge, it's you, and you just haven't used it enough. So I got different brushes. That stupid freaking $8 Mod Podge brush, and just clearing out because that's the thing is the lines with the Mod Podge.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and we can go over that later when we go to actually talking about cups. But no, definitely that was my thing. But I like what Ricky was saying was, you know, different creators, you can learn a piece here, a piece there, a piece, you know, just from watching different people. So, yeah, I think that's great on the tutorials. Okay, so we've covered TikTok. We haven't really talked about Etsy. Okay, so we talked about Instagram and what's that other one? TikTok and Facebook, and basically liking and following and commenting, but not machine gunning the post as far as liking everything. Otherwise, it hurts the creator. Follow people back. But let's talk about Etsy because we really haven't talked about that. So what are did either of you sell on Etsy?
No,
Okay, so Erica, all right. What do you got? Tell us about Etsy. What do you think?
I'm not super pleased with it, but it is an easy way to sell. Like it's an easy way to set up, you know, like
And look
set
like
up
a
your shop
business, really.
and look like official business, and you can do a website through them, so it looks like you can just send somebody to the website, so you don't have to send them to an Etsy store. That is an extra charge. It's $10 a month or whatever. But and then there are fees. There are fees to post your products, and then there are fees and then when there are fees when you sell. I do not know of any other way personally yet. I have not done anything else to sell except for Etsy. They advertise, you know, they
What's
people
kind of-
go there for a personalized piece, right? So so anything that you're putting on there, you want to make sure that there is it's special in some way, because that's why people are going on there. They don't mind. They understand that it's a handmade product and it's going to take you forever to make. I mean, you know, that it's going to be 3 weeks. Over promise. Under
promise, over deliver.
under promise, over deliver. Say it's gonna take you 4 weeks. If you get it out in 2, they're gonna be, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You know what I'm saying? So don't say you can get it done in 2 weeks if you cannot get it done in 2 weeks. I give myself ample time. That way, if you mess it up or whatever, you know, you gotta start all over. You know, you have a freeze. That happened to me.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that's across the board.
you know,
That's
and it's
certainly
like,
not just stuff.
and then I couldn't work for a week because we had no power for
Oh, no,
5
I know.
days. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
don't like
you need
COVID.
to prepare. Yeah, COVID, whatever. You know, you can't get a product in, and that's the other thing too. With Etsy and selling on that type of platform is you want to make sure that you have the products that you're on there selling, right? So like the keychains would be an easy thing to do. You've got the molds, you've got the epoxy, whatever. You don't want to sell, you know, I can't even think of an example, but something that it takes like 3 weeks to ship it in and get it to you, and
Right.
you know, like you want to sell easy stuff, like I was saying before, ready-made designs
Yeah.
that are like, I know I have plenty of glitter for that, I have plenty of cups for that, you know, but I could go on and on and on about how to do Etsy itself. There's a way to like copy, you know, if you make one thing of like a cup, you can copy it and you just take the pictures out and put new pictures in and then just change the
So
title.
like your skeleton is there.
Right,
so
yeah,
it's
and so
having-
and you just change like a few things or whatever.
Customize
Because
each-
you put all the cup sizes and everything in there, and there's all kinds of things that you just kind of have to play with it. But they have a lot of analytics. They have a lot of like, oh, you got this many views today, and da 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 da, and you know, so there are advantages to it. But the only disadvantage that I've heard, or negative things I've heard, is that they are pricey. That the
That's what I
fees and
heard
stuff
too.
are. But I think if you're starting out and you just don't have the time or the, you know, to like figure out a website and do all your business stuff and analytics,
Yeah.
they can
It
do
is
it
a
for
quick,
you.
easy way
Yes.
to throw up a store
Yes.
quickly to
Yes.
look professional and honestly, when I'm going to shop on Etsy, I know I'm going to pay more because, like you're saying, it's custom, it's unique, it's a one of a kind. I'm not going on Etsy to get a sale. I'm not going on Etsy to find the cheapest beach cup I can find.
Right.
So I think people know that they already have that in their head. They're going to pay more
What-
and just compensate that with your fees.
Yes. So, what do you think about Pinterest? Because as an artist, a lot of my friends they use Pinterest to get out there, right? Or some people they go to Pinterest to get some ideas.
I look at Pinterest all the time.
I do too.
I don't
So,
advertise on it though, but I
There
need
is
to.
like there is
People have said to do that, and I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
we're all doing
now-
that tomorrow.
okay.
To-do
let-
list.
Let me tell you something. I'm in a group. It is. Can I say the name of that
Yeah,
group?
yeah.
Okay. It is. No. Okay. I'm not going to. You know, I'm in a group. It's by Kara's Color Me Creative, and her business is Builder Business. So when I'm there, right, and a lot of the artists, it's mostly artists. I'm the only one who makes cups. They are talking about Pinterest. So they put everybody use Pinterest.
Yeah.
I'm not using Pinterest.
I use it too.
But you know, to get ideas from other cups. So and then the Pinterest redirect them to your website. So that is super awesome because you go there and you see their work, right? So because it's overwhelming, TikTok, Facebook,
Mhm.
Instagram, website, Etsy, Pinterest, it is very overwhelming. And you need to watch a lot of tutorials to know how to use each one of the Facebook and everything. But it's a good idea to have your Pinterest set up, even because Pinterest takes a lot of time just to put one cup because you need to have all the specifications, all the picture, everything, but worth it. So because they take them from you Pinterest to your website. So if you like Pinterest, it's a good idea for you to get there. If you have 5 minutes, you are sitting waiting for something for your plate or something, just go there really quick. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's funny because Pinterest keeps reminding me because I've got the business Pinterest site, and it keeps telling me like the other day, it said, "Hey, you haven't posted here in a while. Do you want to plan it?"
Nice.
I was like, I don't have time right now, so I just scrolled past that.
Don't do that!
I was like, I need this, so let me go find this really quick. And so I
Yeah.
just clicked that. But yeah, it's funny though, because on Pinterest, I'll go see what's trending, and then in my head, I'll start to think, what can I do different from that?
Oh yeah, no,
to
I
change
like
it.
to use it as an inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because
What
when you
else,
go to Etsy is when you want to buy something, but when you want to create something or when you want
Yes.
to have an inspiration, you go to Pinterest.
No,
So
true,
what is
true.
missing there? You are missing Pinterest, right? So this is one of the things I've been learning from that group. Do you have
Yeah,
a question?
yeah. So Sarah's wanting to know what's the average volume sales per week or month. And I really think that's subject to a whole lot of variables,
It
time of
changes.
year,
Yes.
season. I mean, of course, holidays. Now, I know the last couple of years, like I'm the workhorse that I am, so I take orders right up until maybe 2 weeks before Christmas. I know most people don't because I'm a weirdo and will cut people off like 1st of November. I know a lot of places stop taking orders at least 1st of November. So I think that's going to depend on your workload.
Yes.
You know, at my peak, I'm putting out, I don't know, 75 cups a month maybe or something. That's about the most probably that I did. And now I'm certainly not doing that because I'm in the glitter. What about y'all? What kind of volume are y'all putting
Well,
out?
I because I was sick and then COVID and all this stuff. I was with COVID. I was sick and then everything for 2 months. So my workload was low. So I had the time to work on the website, on the Pinterest, on my things. So it's a suggestion. If you are low and you know, like with cups and you are not selling as much, work on advertising. Learn about advertising your cups. So it is a good way for you to learn how to advertise, how much you need to pay for the advertising, how you learn from Etsy, from Pinterest, from the Etsy, from TikTok. So if you don't have a lot of sales, it's because you are not advertising yourself much. Is what I learned.
So and not advertise, not like paying for
Paying for-
ads.
right.
Yeah.
Don't pay for ads.
Right. Just
Your
give it a
ad is
face.
you. It's
give it a
you
face.
working and you posting and you commenting and you hashtagging and
Yeah, you all the
Yeah, but
hard
yes.
work.
advertising yourself, but don't pay for ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, that's what we were talking about earlier.
So-
Just, I mean, I really have had a hard time of justifying my time on social media because I had the stigma of I'm goofing off if I'm on social media. I really had to get myself past that. I have to network. I have to comment and stuff on all the social media and interact. So that's
But my
definitely-
volume varies a lot.
Yeah, mine
Mine is like sometimes I literally 2 weeks ago I had 11 cups that I was like I was just banging out and I was like, oh my god, I need a bigger churner. Oh my
Yeah.
god. And then it's like for the last 2 weeks I haven't had anything. Nothing. So
Well, and it's also graduation time,
Yeah.
and there's so many other variables. I'm not, never done enough volume that it's all.
and I don't think I have a big enough trail. Like I haven't been doing it long enough to like have like this is the big time of year, or this is the
Yeah.
time that
Yeah.
I don't have anything, or whatever. But it's the same thing of when I was in retail. It was like sometimes they would say, well, last year you did $12,000 to stay, and I'm like, well, last year it was Memorial Day, or it was, it was like.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
it
it was-
time.
It was a big deal. It was a big day, or they had an event, or something like that. So, yeah.
So I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I was
I
just
have
gonna
something
say for
to
his
say,
volume.
but
Yeah, it's so inconsistent. It's weird. So tumblers all of a sudden will go up and then they'll come back down, and then when was it? Month and a half ago?
Oh yeah, like recently the cats took off.
Yeah,
went
those-
wild.
Kitty shanks took off, and it was like hundreds per day. Like I got so far, I was 4 weeks behind because I didn't have enough made. That's another thing is if you're doing something like a keychain, have them pre-made. Learn from my mistake.
Hindsight.
Learn
yeah.
from my mistake because man, I was so far behind. I thought I'd never catch up. And then it also, I didn't have preset colors, so people were like, "Oh, I want this color mixed with this color," or I want half this and half that, and don't do that.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have something, I think my perspective, when you have something you are going to sell in volume, make sure you have few options. Don't have a lot of options because you can have that problem. Like one client wants this and that, so now they are personalized.
Yeah.
So when you sell like this volume, like Ricky, you can have your pre-made. So these are the colors I have for sale. Pick one. So you are not like personalize them because
Well, right now you got 200 to make because you got 200 shades of glitter versus I have these 4 options for you.
So that I ran into that problem with the Wonder Woman pin that I was making.
Mm.
So I put it on Etsy I had 4. I just put 4 because I was just like, I don't even know how many they're gonna want. Boom, sold out, like immediately, sold out. So I made 4. Well, I was still making tumblers at the same time, and I only had one turner that I could use for pins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so, and my sister's like, why don't you just, and then it was like, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just put it back up. Boom, 4. Sold out again. And then I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, oh, well, let me do it again. I'll put it back up. Boom, sold out again. And then I was like, I don't have enough turners. I'm doing tumblers. I'm doing this. And like, my sister's like, why don't you just make extras? I'm like, I couldn't. I didn't have enough turners. You know, like I didn't have enough turners to create tumblers at the same time that I was selling the pins. So then I just had to I'm like, no, you're gonna be shut down for a while. Can't do anymore. Then I started just putting an extra one. You know, like I would have one extra little slot. So I would make one extra one and throw it on there, and it would be sold like that. So sometimes you can't do that.
Well, and
Like
that's-
molds, you don't.
yeah.
You,
Ricky
like,
didn't
you
know, I
recently
mean,
got that many molds, but you
knows?
didn't have that many
Yeah.
molds. I mean, you know.
Well, and the kitty keychain I had when I started, was it 2 or 4 molds?
I think you maybe just had 2.
I
It
think
was
I had
like,
2 molds, and I
yeah.
had sold 300 in that day, that first day. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
You're like,
What
okay.
the hell is going on? You know you have like 3 or
Lord,
4.
I'm gonna need some intervention.
Like I just hit a lot. And the epoxy, the
Yeah.
epoxy dries not as fast. So can you imagine like
Well,
just
that's the
waiting
other
for
thing is
the-
you don't know when something's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
and I had to switch those to Quick Cure, so they were done in 2 hours, so then I could rotate molds.
multiple
But now,
times a day.
yeah. So now I'm up to 25 cat molds with the 2 hour. But 10 of those molds, 10 of those molds I use regular epoxy, and I do blended colors that are about to release on the website. But yeah, if you're doing single colors, I'm good. Boom, boom, boom. I
Yeah,
can
a
just show
lot
that.
faster. Yeah.
But double color, and then I had a couple of, I want rainbow. Oh, I want it to look like this flag, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to tell people no.
Now that is
Yeah,
one
yeah, that's
of
another
when you are
thing, too.
starting, you are like yes and yes and yes.
Yeah,
Because
and
you want the
yes,
business, you
yes,
don't want
right.
to tell people no, but you have to know your limits. You have
Yeah.
to know. You have to know your limits.
Oh, Wonder Woman tumbler right here. Sarah wants a Wonder Woman tumbler. That's funny. Mm-mm.
Your other questions? do you
Okay.
have?
No, I think we're good. Are those phones good on comments?
I think so.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's talk about different products we use because everybody always one of the first questions I see when anybody's doing kind of any Q&A is what kind of epoxy are you using? I personally have tried multiples. I'm allergic to them all. So I use Faux Brizzle, FAUXRZZLE. I use that for my daily go-to. I also use KS Resin Quickset is what I use. Like when I'm in a pinch, I put it on my last coat. That's what I use.
Yeah,
What about y'all?
that one.
The KS Resin?
Yes.
The Quickset? The liquidy
The
split
regular,
or just the
the
regular?
artist. Mhm,
Yeah.
You know, because as I said, for me, it takes forever to understand the perspective of the person who wants a tumbler because they are artists. So for me, I have the time, to work on the other tumblers. So the quick set is a good option when you need to hurry up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, because my market is different, so I can, that gives me the time to work in other tumbler and then the other tumbler and you work on the design
Yeah.
because that's my market.
Yeah,
my
I'm
market.
I haven't tried Fast Set yet, and I'm not real interested in trying it. But
It
I
just
use,
works when I'm in a pinch and I've got so many going.
Right.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not in
I
a
just
pinch
haven't done it.
anymore.
I'm sure if I did it, I probably
You'll
be
like
this
it.
is amazing, you
It's
know?
so nice because yeah,
But-
the flowers and you're
But
done.
I just haven't I'm just like, but I'm like you. I'm like, I need to you're spinning over there, and I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna, if it
Switch
was
phones.
yeah, I'm like,
Put on
yeah,
different clothes.
yeah,
Romance
no.
is-
And then you check by the door, are you ready?
Yes.
And then going time.
Yes,
And
yes.
then go back. Everybody does that, right?
Right,
The
well,
finger.
I used to in the morning, I'll spin them at night, and then I have a turn on. I have a
Timer?
Wi-Fi timer thing that I can
Yeah.
turn it off. As I set it for 5 hours or whatever, and turn it off. So then I come in the morning, I've got my coffee, and I'm like, how are you girls doing in here?
Somebody's talking about chicken.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, look at you. Oh, you got a bubble, you little.
Oh, the box, they are the
You know?
worst. That the box, so you're like,
And I'm like, what is this? What is this?
The
Oh,
last-
fish eye. Oh.
so funny with the last layer. You are like, you are the
I
last
leave you
layer.
there for 5 minutes, and look what happens.
You are like the last layer, and then like the fly, like, go. Oh, there.
Yeah! Oh my god, I've had that happen. A gnat. Ooh,
That's
a gnat was in one of mine. Oh,
That
I got some.
happened.
Ooh, I better not.
And the last
Again.
coat.
Luckily, it wasn't the last coat. It was like the first one. But yeah. But then it was like I had to sand it down and everything.
Parts of body part there.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
y'all, that happens to all of us. It is also good for a first coat. Okay, Ricky, what are you gonna say? So, okay,
Oh, So I
epoxy.
use DIY epoxy,
Okay.
and I friggin' love it. I love it. I use a candle warmer to heat up. I use a jar with water, and I heat the water up, and then I put it on the candle warmer, and I stick my side A in there, and I heat it up, and then I pour the B, and then I pour the A inside of the B,
And then
and then I use an epoxy mixer. Life changer.
Oh
life
yeah, no,
changer,
the mixer's great.
life
We can
changer.
talk about that in a minute for sure.
What about
Yeah,
you, Ricky?
love it. Yeah, Ricky, what do you use?
I've used a bunch, but my favorite by far is Stone Coat Countertop. Both the regular as well as the quick coat. I just love the shine that comes off of it. I don't feel like I get the same shine from that other brands that I do from that. But then again, with the keychains, I've been using that Upstart epoxy, which works just fine for that. Like I was saying earlier, I won't buy that brand again though because it smells so strong. And I like to experiment, so that's the reason I bought it. But I was like, this one
Yeah.
smells too strong for me. So,
Yeah.
where the Stone Coat, I don't smell anything from it. Other people say they do, but I don't
So-
smell anything.
the first tumbler I bought because I was, oh my god, when I got the tumbler, the smell, I was like, oh my god, it smells so bad. Like it smells so
The cup you bought from someone.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
And then, when I'm making my cups, I'm like, you know, to say like how that smell. So what happened? Maybe that was there, but like,
that smelled like hell.
no.
We're all like,
But you when
did
you
the smell go away? I mean, surely it did.
no, mine. I think was somebody else. She
Threw it away.
No, I have it like a pencil holder.
Oh right, yeah.
Nice.
Stay over there. You're in
Every time
trouble.
when I was drinking, I was like, woo! Yeah, this is the party. No, I was not. I
That's
didn't like it.
crazy.
Every time when I'm looking for a epoxy, it's like no, it smells because you don't want
Yeah.
to send in a smelly
Yes.
cup to somebody. And I was like, oh my, or getting like yellow, after
Yes.
with the white and the
Once
Yes.
it cures, it really shouldn't be smelly anymore. But that, and I think all of us probably started with the Lumilite. And I have
Oh
plenty
my
of those sitting at the house from my first, trials that are yellow now.
Yeah.
But
Illumilite was great in the beginning.
oh yeah,
It is
no
very
bubbles. It was
user-friendly.
Yes, exactly.
It's like you mix
exactly.
A, B, equal parts, put it on there,
Very.
go to
yeah,
town.
I didn't have
No
any
problem.
issues. No dog
But-
hair, no bugs, no anything.
I did not. When I started using DIY, it is
Mhm.
like night and day.
Yes,
it is much
yes.
more of a process, which is hindering in time wise.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
It's not as easy to just mix it up and go,
Yeah.
but it is night and day.
No, great.
And it is like, I feel like this is like a solid piece, and there's no smell. There's smell when you're mixing, of course. Every
You need to be
epoxy's gonna
careful
smell,
with that.
but it does not, and it cures. Oh man, I used Lumilite Amazing Clear Cast, the new one, the
Mhm.
plus or whatever
Yeah.
with the UV or
Yeah.
whatever. It takes 24 hours for it to cure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't-
heard great stuff about
It
that.
doesn't work for me, and I don't know if that could be on in Houston, humidity. I don't know, but it doesn't work for me.
I wasn't a fan of it. Tabitha says she's stuck on KS resin. I bought it once. I just didn't like that I had to wait. Like when I used it, I was used to 6 hours and I'm done. And with the KS, I felt like I had to run my turner for 8 hours before I could stop turning it.
Well,
That was a clear cast. That was amazing clear cast. That was the same
had
one.
to go that long.
The plus, the new one.
Hmm.
That I felt like it never cured. It
Well,
just
what-
never cured.
Once I had my reaction, I, dabbled in a little of everything, trying to find something else. So, and honestly, now I haven't tried Stone Cold, but everything else seemed to have a beautiful finish. Anything other than once you bumped up, it's kind of like we used Walmart glitter, and now we use fancy glitter. So you know, it's just a whole nother. It's just another layer, another step, another. We went from amateur to professional.
Yeah,
We
when
get
you
it.
start selling, you need to have a little bit better quality because later you don't want the client to call you like, my
Yeah.
color is yellow, or like,
Yeah.
or when you are doing with the black, you have the beautiful pirate. When you have the black and you apply the black glitter and it looks like a black bit.
Tar mess.
Yeah,
under
it
the
is
epoxy.
awful. So you need to
Yeah.
find something better, like more professional looking, better, better looking. So when they go to the client and they have it for a few months, they still look new,
Yeah.
right?
Well, because some of the people were saying too with some of the, now I didn't have it happen with the glitter, but that the Walmart glitter, like the color was coming off of the actual glitter place.
Oh yeah, I'll show you.
Was it you? You were telling me about
And
one.
that
Okay.
happened to me.
Yeah.
I used the glitter and then I sprayed it with a sealer and it just leaked all the red just into the white. And I was like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah. But
So-
really, you know, if we're
Crazy.
charging $40, $50, $60 a cup, you know, you get what you pay for, and using the better ingredients, be it glitter, epoxy, whatever, you're gonna get a better product. Yeah, Sarah, I mean, I think we all started right there with the Lumilite, and the smell didn't bother me in the beginning. It absolutely didn't. But yeah, if it's working for you, go ahead, girl, because like I said, we've all.
What that was not.
I tried to use my extra up and just to use it up in molds to get rid of it, and it just wouldn't set up for me. I got those little.
Ooh, what color? My favorite glitter?
You were probably trying to take that, weren't you?
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like putting it in my purse. You know, I'm still working like
Wait.
some purples.
We've got you on camera, Myra.
Ah,
Oh yeah, now Edwina and I. That's where you are in the temps and the stuff. Okay, stress and shine's amazing to me. I'm stuck on cat. Yeah. Love all those. The humidifier I think was a big deal for Edwina and I both. And I don't know if you probably need a humidifier. Being down south further, do you
I don't
use
know.
it?
A humidifier will probably explode with the humidity in my
Yeah.
town. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
No, we
There are
haven't
days you walk
tried.
outside and you're like,
No, I think that definitely
I mean,
helped.
you can't even breathe.
Yeah, no, it definitely
It's
gets
just
humid.
like bathes you.
She's in South Texas, and yeah, it's humid there. But I found that too. That Edwina and I both got
It's raining.
humidifiers in our rooms, and it helped. It helped. Okay. All right. Well, Ricky's looking for that cup. Let's see what else. What other products? So that's now y'all use epoxy method, and I'm the only
And
one
what
who uses
glitter do
spray.
we use?
I don't know. What glitter?
Glitter wrench.
Of
Glitter wrench.
course.
Glitter wrench. I'm trying to get it on every camera.
Did you? Are you on my camera?
Yes. No. I made sure I was. I was.
I have. Yeah, I'm going to start a group. A paid group, a membership group for Hispanic ladies.
Mm.
So I have her there. I'm like, can you be my supplier, please? And she's like, yeah. Because that way I know there's a good quality. Because everybody's like, oh, why the glitter is so expensive? Well, if you buy a cheap glitter, you know what if you're after like the colors fades in your white tumbler, you will see why you need a
Yeah.
very good quality glitter, like her glitter. So, and it is very amazing, her quality. I like.
Our assistant is leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. She's out of here. Okay, so do you use spray adhesive or do you just do?
Oh, I do everything. I do
Okay.
a little bit of everything. Like sometimes it's like today is the day for the mud patch. Today because I don't know about you, but sometimes I like to paint with glitter. So I use a mud patch to paint by glitter, and I use my fabrics and I paint on them. So it's what I use like mud patch. What about you?
So I'm pretty much strictly Mod Podge.
I thought you didn't like Mod Podge.
Epoxy.
That's it.
Epoxy method.
I'm so brave.
No, I'm like, seriously.
Whoa.
I'm like, oh.
What a trooper.
What is wrong with me? No. I epoxy, applying the glitter with epoxy. I very rarely do I ever use my turner to apply the glitter.
Even on your beach cup, did you?
All of that's done by hand.
I haven't watched the tutorial. I'm sorry.
All of it's done by hand. I have. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I
get
brought.
your little wandy
So
thing.
I brought my little. So this is what I do, which I've shown this on my channel, but
You know the cameras, hold the cameras.
Oh, good.
Sarah, I use something I got off of Amazon.
I don't know
It's
why.
just, it's just
I'll show you mine here in just a second.
but I use this
You
one's
sold it.
this one's like
I gave
skinny,
it away.
but this is
I gave
just
it away 'cause I
a
was like, oh, I'll never sell this.
this is a pool noodle, and I cut it and I hot glued it in here. Be sure you hot glue it where it's not uneven. Like try to make it as even as possible. I have some that I kind of hot glued it off to the side, and then the cup is turning when it's not.
And then it's
But I do, and then I have these little pieces because this fits on my spinner, right? So it just slides in. So then I have these little pieces, and then
Mine was something.
I just put the epoxy on, and then I can set it up like that.
is that in all the cameras? Yeah.
Yeah, and so I can set it up like that. Now, don't put a whole bunch of these on one table because I have had them all knock
Oh,
over. But if you're just like, oh, I just want to do some I just want to do some glittering, this is what I do. And then also like if this one is, I get this at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, use that.
And I use the, I wrap it around if it's too, and then once that happens, you have like,
So that's like the shelf liner, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't gotten that at dollar store. So if you're using the contact paper to
These
transfer
are-
decals, and then you can also get the shelf liner right there at the dollar store too.
I'm showing you this because this is how, when I'm doing my epoxy glittering, you need to make sure it's not falling off of there.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're doing it just on the turner, that's a whole different story. But this is also another tip. I use electrical tape like that and then stick it in there. And then that way, when you stick this in here, you can be able to pull it
Really
out. Because
tight
sometimes you
fit.
can get them stuck in there and you're like, oh! But if you do that, it
Yeah.
also kind of expands it to help you get a more bigger suction.
Yeah,
if that
because
makes
that
sense.
happened to me one
So-
time when I was turning, the cup was flying over. I was like, oh my god, because
Yeah.
they thought it's like kind of it's not well, didn't hold well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
need
tight fit.
you need to make sure, but then you also like that's why I hot glue this. So when I stick it down in there, I can just pull it right back out, even if it's because I don't have a tighter. These are all kind of big, but this is for like a 20 ounce. You know what I'm saying? So like it would stick in there and then it's not coming out.
Yeah.
But because it's hot glued in there, once I really yank it, it comes out.
It comes
those
out.
are
The
just-
needle comes out with the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Fun.
Here's I just brought over a can of spray. He said this is the kind that I use. It's Loctite and it has the blue, so it's 100. And that's what I use. Actually, you can. I think the other is a green and it's 300. But that's what I use. I do not typically. It's pretty rare that I use epoxy method. It just doesn't work for me, and I hate Mod Podge unless I'm doing. Well, there's a few things I use Mod Podge for, but here I am talking bad about her. But it's all in the brush, whatever. But yeah, I use Loctite.
Well, I tried with that method and I was like, no, I couldn't do it.
the main
Oh, the
thing
spray
about
adhesive?
epoxy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
How
I
it
liked
didn't work.
The main thing about epoxy is you can work on it for. That's like when I'm doing stuff like this, you need a long period of time.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're doing galaxies or gypsy leopards, you need 45 minutes or more to
Right.
work on
Well,
that.
to heat that and
The
work
beach
that,
cup,
yeah.
there
Oh, yeah.
is you can't
Get
do
those
that
guys.
if it's if it's just one color or something like that. Then
Here's my Sarah was asking. I happen to bring over my mixer. Chris got this for me because I was complaining about I was mixing bubbles in. And also I use the metal stir sticks, which those are available on the site. That helps me because they're flat on the end like a paddle, and so you can like when you have your little cup of epoxy. But I was stirring in a lot of bubbles. So having the mixer, this is from Cuposaurus. It's got 2 on there. It's fantastic. I put a little plastic cup in there after I've mixed A and B together, and it just spins around and stirs, and it's great because I'm not stirring in bubbles, and I can do something else at the same time while that's mixing. So that has been,
That is fun too.
yeah. I've never used them both at the same time. I do use them back to back, but I've never used them both at the same time. So,
The epoxy mixer is a game changer.
oh yeah, it helps so much.
It helps tremendously.
Okay, when your glitter is being epoxied on, do you spin it or do you just set it to the side? Okay, so that with the epoxy method, they're putting a thin enough coat that they're putting the glitter on and they can just set it to the side. Now,
It's just being set aside. Well, mainly
It's so
because,
thin.
like, if it's something like this, I don't really care if it gets mixed up. But like, if it's a beach cup or what, or you know, I want it to be where it's at. If I start spinning it, it could start moving and slightly moving around or mixing or something, and I don't want that. So I
you're
just
putting super thin coat.
super thin. My best way to do it, which my favorite way, which doesn't happen all the time, is I'll go spray paint it. I'll put it under my out on my
Spray
heater.
paint it your ombre
Spray paint,
colors or
whatever
So you're
I'm
base
doing.
coating it according to your
Yes.
glitters you're gonna use. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm spray painting it blue, yellow, whatever,
okay.
and then I'm putting it in front of my heater in my garage. I have like a little table heater, and I'm setting it there. And then I go inside, I mix my epoxy, I get it all that, do this, blah blah blah, and then I go back out 15 minutes later, or 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, and I grab it when it's hot off out in front of the heater, and I come in and I slap that epoxy on there, and it's just like this much epoxy that you're using, and it goes on like butter.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I've
That's
done
my
that
favorite
hot
way to
cut,
do it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what happened when you start the epoxy method? You put a little bit too much,
Yes.
and then you add the glitter and you have the pool.
Yes.
It's how the
Yeah.
pool
Yes.
is how you call it. You have like a kind of like a tier of full of epoxy
Yes.
because it was moving. What helped me is what you said. Have like a super thin. What I'm like is like pulling
Yes.
all the excess. You
Yes.
don't want any.
Yeah, I
excess
feel
of it.
inappropriate sometimes. When
I was
I'm like doing this, like I'm
yeah,
like.
okay.
I feel that the other
I
day.
feel inappropriate. If you start feeling inappropriate, you're doing it right.
Yeah, I know. I was sorry,
Ricky.
It was so funny. I was thinking the other day, I wish my husband he doesn't see me doing this. You know, like, and then I was like,
Well, I'll start filming myself. You know, like I had the camera on, and I'm like, I'm like doing this. I'm like, I'm not. That's gonna be skipped. I'm not putting that on like.
nobody's so funny because you are like doing this, and then you look, and then I, right? Yeah, that is so funny. I don't see why I had a yeah, I was thinking about it, like, oh, this is like X-rated, you know? Sorry for doing it. But it's the way you make cups.
Oh
It
my
is the
God.
way you make it.
Yes.
I
I
use
love
two
it.
fingers only, so I don't do it.
Okay, now it's X-rated.
We haven't even started drinking yet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Okay, let me
goodness.
see.
Someone saying they don't like the they don't like the hang method. But if you don't like it, it may be because you're using too much epoxy,
Yes.
and it starts just like you
Yes.
literally just want that cup to shine. That's all it's there.
You want to work so hard at getting that little tiny bit of
Yeah.
epoxy on
I
there.
use maybe a dime to
Yeah.
at most a nickel worth,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Yeah, because what happened
Yeah.
too is they start dripping, and like
Yes.
it is more work for you later to sand it. So I have one
Yes.
cup like that because the electricity went
Mm,
out, is how you say it.
yeah.
And then I was dripping, and I have all the drippings there, and I was like, oh my goodness, now I have the whole work. But like you said,
Yeah,
that is
Yeah.
fun.
Just when you think you're like, this is not enough, it's enough.
Yeah.
Well, you can also heat it up too. I've also heated it up with my heat gun.
Mhm.
I'll heat it up
Well-
on my heat gun.
And here recently, that crock pot, that's my epoxy crock pot.
Yeah.
I put it on warm, stick it in there.
Stop it.
I go do stuff, come back, and it's just warm enough that it's
Stop it.
yep.
Look.
So it's like a little chip and dip, like a queso crock
Stop
pot.
it.
That's what
Yeah.
that's for. It's my
Yeah.
it's my crock pot for the.
So you
epoxy.
put the A and B together?
No, I
No,
put
he just puts. Oh, you put the epoxy in there.
I put the
Yeah. Both little.
I
See,
literally
I
will
do
dip them in.
I do the coffee warm. I thought you were talking about you
Yeah,
put
no,
the
that's
cup in
what
there.
I-
No. I put the
No, see, I do
I
the
do
coffee
like
warmer.
coffee cup little. It's a little flat thing.
Yeah, you
plug
get
in.
them. Yeah, you can buy them at Walmart, or
Yeah.
you put candles on there,
Yeah.
so you don't have to burn the candle.
Yeah.
Like I'll literally walk up and stick them both in there.
Oh, look at you. I have the big dog and whoa, and then I get more and all the time more, but I love that idea.
These are-
So,
Look at that.
I just
Yeah.
got the big jugs. But
I
yeah.
brought this.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I got
didn't
these
bring
at the
it
Dollar
in.
Tree.
Yeah, yeah.
At the Dollar Tree.
I got these at Dollar General, but they're too flimsy, so I got these at IKEA.
Yeah, see, I found
Okay, so
these.
y'all, what they're saying is they're putting their A and B epoxies
Yes.
in there, so you've just got these small bottles to manipulate around.
That way
instead of
you're not
large
trying to
jugs.
use-
Yeah, fill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leah, the baby bottle warmer, yes. And I'm so sad that I actually sold mine when I had my kid. So, but I got the, but yeah, but
But
the
the-
baby warmer too.
Yeah, that mini crock pot that I've got literally fits these just right. Here, let me show
That's
you.
so cool.
That is so awesome. Thank you for
Entire
the
family
advice,
does that.
Vicky, because honestly, I work in my garage. So
Sorry,
it is
I
when
forgot
it's
to see
cold,
But it's
the
called. right.
epoxy, it is a problem to work with.
I just threw out a crock pot I could have given you.
So
Sorry.
it's a teeny tiny crock pot. It's
So it's like
It's not expensive.
Not
6 inch. It's probably
Like,
like
put
And-
your Vienna
it's probably for
sausages in there.
queso.
Yeah.
When your
That's-
your soup, you can cook and you can mix at the same time.
now
That's a little queso. crock pot.
Yeah.
use the warm feature though. Don't use high. Don't.
Yes, don't, yeah. Yeah.
It'll burn immediately.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why with my coffee warmer, or my little plate, I do a glass jar and put water in there, and I let that heat. Or I get hot water from the sink or whatever, and then put that in there and let it sit and heat up that way.
That
Yeah.
helps.
That works out.
That helps with the bubbles, and that
Yes.
helps just to
Big time.
manipulate the epoxy better because when
Yes.
it's cold,
Yeah.
the epoxy is like super.
It's so thick.
It's like molasses.
Well, and
Yeah.
then torches. Do y'all torch?
Yes.
We all torch.
You
it,
gave me
yeah.
advice. I was like, oh my god, the bubbles, the tiny micro bubbles at
Got
the
one?
end of the
Okay.
cup. I was like, I said, how you battle with those bubbles? And she was like, I use my torch and my heat gun at the same time. Because
Yeah.
you can do that.
Cool.
This is my
This is
keychain.
like what I have.
I'll use.
Well, it's a little bigger than that, but
Yeah.
it's small.
That's my
But-
keychain one.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can get these at the gas station,
Literally,
at the dollar
gas
store,
station.
at the checkout. Either way, just a little
I need one
bitty.
of those.
Is it? This one's not refillable, but this one is.
Yep.
So same kind of thing. Let me stick
This is a
that up there
monster,
so you
too.
can-
I got this one though because I did my table. I epoxied my table, so I wanted something bigger. But I
Yeah.
didn't want the big, huge torch because I was never gonna use it
Yeah,
again.
I really didn't care about the big, huge shorts. But yeah, they've got, and you can just get the butane at Lowe's, Home Depot, I'm sure Walmart, online, whatever.
Amazon.
Mhm.
And then you just fill it up.
And
so
I-
that's very handy.
When I started, I used the small heat gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I was
like-
using
it's
it,
like-
but didn't have
Yeah,
enough.
that's
that,
good.
yeah.
Just the heat gun.
So I
But I
had
used the
but
heat gun
small one.
first.
The small one.
I used
right?
the heat gun to
like,
like.
you're talking like an embossing tool.
Yeah, the
Yes,
bossing,
that's
yeah.
what I.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
I use that till I
I
burn it
haven't
up,
seen
and
that
then
burn.
same thing. So this is anybody that's new. Anybody that's new, no, I was trying to get in all the
Oh.
cameras. Anybody that's new, okay, so after you've applied the epoxy or you're trying to get the little tiny itsy bitsy bit of epoxy over your cup to epoxy method, you can use a heat gun to heat it up
Yes.
to manipulate it, but then also to pop your bubbles, you can use heat gun.
But
Or your
this is
alcohol
all every
Yeah.
every
alcohol.
one of these is fast motion.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
to be
not want to
careful
stay.
because you
fast,
can burn
You'll
your
burn
it. Yes.
epoxy.
You'll add more bubbles than you already have.
No, and you know what happened when
You're
I
not
was
careful.
doing the alcohol ink? I was just like there, like, and then I had one part of the epoxy dry, so I have one pool, you know. So
Yeah.
when I was working with the alcohol inks, so you need to be careful. You need to go like fast paced when you feel this is moving like crazy, like you know, like.
You know you're moving fast enough.
No,
with
you
your
don't.
arms
If
flopping.
you don't feel you have these like moving like faster, you are not fast enough. So remember, if you're like super wiggly, is when you're pace.
Or the torch is good for like if you are watching it, you know. This is what I do. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Okay, I'm watching it go around, you know.
I thought you were having a moment. I was like,
Oh my god, she's having a stroke. She's having a
Oh
stroke.
God.
No, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You're over there like, come on,
I look at
be
Ricky,
perfect,
Ricky
be
was like,
perfect.
Oh yeah.
And then if I'm like, ooh, I see a bubble, I go, you know, and then
Yeah.
I just hit it. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
tiny
I'm
bit.
like.
Yeah, well, I do that at the
fast.
beginning, but then like I come back like 15 minutes, 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'm like,
Well, also that
"How are you
helps-
doing over here, girl?"
that helps when you have the name wrong. You know, one time that happened, but with my bling. I'm not going to say for who was the cop, but I have the name wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. So
I was reading comments.
no, it is
Yes.
So-
Dang it.
when you have their name and you are like send it to the customer, yes, that's the name. So you check and you check and you check, and then when they saw the final product, what's missing or something, and you are like, oh my god, I already put epoxy on it. You go and warm that
Yes.
part, and you can. It's kind of a pain. I know it's not easy. It's not for everyone. But you go and you
Yeah.
warm up that part, so you dig and you dig and you dig with this big smile, right? So you're like digging and you get the name, and then you can apply the other whatever you want to.
But
apply.
that is a very good advice. I do not move forward with the final coat until I send it to you and I say, "Is Shalago Waga or whatever spelled correctly?"
Yeah.
And if it's spelled
Well, and then,
correctly,
you
if
know, 'cause-
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is spelled correctly,
And it
then
was
I'm
brilliant.
like, you said this correctly, and
Yeah.
then we're done. You
Well,
know,
and it
so.
just happens. And then I was looking back at, did I spell it wrong when I sent it to you? And so then I flipped back through, no, it was right. But she sent it to me, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it's so pretty because I'm looking at all the bling.
That
It had two
happened.
N's and one T. I mean, it just,
I
that was between
I
her and
check,
I, and we didn't catch it.
No,
check and double check and double
Yeah.
check and double check, and I send it to the customer, and then I double check again, and
and
like,
that is
yeah,
that
it's-
is one thing
yeah.
because sometimes or you see something there you don't want there, use your torch or use like your heat gun, heat it, and then dig.
You can pull that vinyl back out of the epoxy. for the
Yes,
epoxy,
also
yeah.
too,
Yeah.
without.
I get creative with it though. I don't do that. So I did that twice during the holidays. One of them was, it was like a Celtic tree nut. Then I put the name on it and I spelled it wrong. And I was like, what am I gonna do? And what I did was I put a rectangle of vinyl, and I put little Celtic knots on the corners. And then over that rectangle, I put the name again, spelled
Yeah.
correctly.
Correctly.
No, that-
You
yeah,
never know it's there.
Fix, yeah.
So that will
No, I definitely had to hide stuff. Yeah.
yeah, we hide stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like when you see there's something you don't like, you put the name of there. And
Yes,
you try
oh,
to
yes.
Oh yeah, if you got a
hide.
fish
yes.
eye that wouldn't work out.
Oh,
or
yes.
whatever.
Oh, the fish eyes.
Something
Always weird.
Edwina was saying on those dollar store bottles, which is true. When I here, I'll choose this one. When I use these, I am putting my finger over this. When I'm applying it, I put my finger over the lid because I've had that lid come off from me squeezing a little too hard, and then you got a shit show everywhere.
These,
Yeah.
I'll say you can squeeze much
Same
harder
thing.
than these because they're much better quality.
Yeah, definitely. But I still, because I've done that twice now, I will never use it again without having my finger over it.
cut this.
Yeah.
You have to cut these too.
Yeah.
Don't use them where they're this thin, tiny
Just
little
a little
spot.
tiny,
You need to cut them down. That
So
way
they pull
it'll
out
allow
quicker.
much more to come out.
and then probably.
But
won't
yes,
do
but
that.
and you can't use them forever. Like eventually they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
gooky and nasty.
They're $1.
That's why I buy like 4 or 5 of them at a time. I asked the lady at the Dollar Tree, which I knew was not. I said, "Can I buy all of these?" She goes, "I ain't buying all of them." I'm like, "Okay." I just didn't want to offend anybody, so I'm buying all of these. You
No,
know?
it's true.
Yes,
So
but
that is like amazing because I was using the big thing, like
Yes.
they were like pouring there, and I was wasting a lot of epoxy.
Oh yeah,
Because I didn't
Yeah.
have this idea. So thank you so much for sharing.
Where did you get your epoxy mixer? I showed my Cuposaurus, but
I got
Sarah-
it on Amazon. I'll have to pull it up. I'll send it, Sarah. I'll send that to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Which I don't know why she needs one because she's using Cuposaurus, and man, I love my Cuposaurus.
I was gonna say the same thing. I want
Yeah.
the cup. I have mine and I didn't like it. It was janky.
Well,
Yeah.
mine, I got it from one store. It's from Hawaii. What is her name? The lion from Hawaii or something? Because everybody, I need to send that picture maybe. But it's just handmade. It is not like that.
Oh, it looks cute.
I thought it was gonna be real good quality because the
The
thing that
cord looked thin.
it was janky. I didn't like
Yeah.
it. I've never used it since then. I want the Cuposaurus. This is the one I've got. Like if you got something similar, I would say.
You know
or-
what, Ricky? Another thing about these is this.
Yep.
The one that I got in the one I got before, the little doodle thing worked really well. Weight, I guess is what you call it. The one that I got recently, the thing that was in there, I thought, oh, it's a bigger one, it's gonna be better. No, I started using the old one again, and it worked out way better. So
It's too light.
yeah, so you might try because I think that made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
now
Also,
you know.
Don't mix quick coating these. I learned that the hard way.
Oh.
caught on
What?
It caught on fire because it was mixing too much too quickly.
Yeah.
Was it too
wow.
fast?
That-
The motor was too fast.
That quick coat stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
it's designed to be a quick product to use.
Like get this
So you-
over with.
yeah.
Done and do
Wow.
it.
Yeah, no, for real. I
Yeah.
mean, you
I
start
just have
and
no
get
experience
mixed, and
with
then
it.
you
I'm
have
just
to.
like
There's
too-
no dilly dally. There's
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not checking your phone. You're not throwing on your mask or your gloves. You're ready to go. You mix it and you use it. It's meant for that.
It's quick.
It's,
You
yeah,
can
it's
warm it
meant for
still
quick.
in the like I said, warm setting. Because if you turn it up high, it'll start smoking on you.
Oh, okay, yeah, Sarah says she
Wow.
loves yours. Yeah, and Catherine's saying it'll burn you. Hey, Sheila.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
super
know.
hot.
Thank you. That is a great
Don't burn your
gift,
skin.
everyone. Thank you so
That's
much.
great.
Yeah, and the Fila's doing.
Another thing.
Yeah, one company. Yeah, now that's a good one too
Yeah.
that Leanne's saying.
On quick coat.
On that quick coat, you're doing one at a time.
Another
where,
thing that I wanted to go over with y'all is this is a huge deal that I found out is that you need to make sure that your gloves are very tight. If you're using like really lumpy gloves, you will get lumpy finishes. That you need your gloves to fit really nice. Like get the small, get the tight. Like if you're having problems with lumpy forms or whatever, you need to make sure your gloves are super tight. And they need to be nitrile. Don't be using vinyl because
Not vinyl.
it will affect your skin. It will
because it's leaking through.
because it will eat through.
Not
I
latex.
do not
either.
use latex or vinyl. You
Yeah.
need to use nitrile gloves. You need to spend the money and get the nice ones. Buy the vinyl for when you're mixing or when you're just messing around with stuff or whatever.
Spray
Alcohol
painting.
haze.
Spray
Spray
painting,
paints.
alcohol, whatever. But when you're ready to use your finger to do the epoxying, you need a nice tight
And never
nitrile
barehanded.
glove. Huh?
As in never barehanded. I see some people
Oh
do
my
barehanded.
god, no way.
No, you don't want that.
No, do
No.
not ever not use gloves.
Like
You need to
second
take care of
skin
yourself.
type. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah. Now I don't use them now.
It does make a difference.
Maybe
Yeah.
the number
Okay.
C ones.
Let me see if we got any
This is
other.
ventilation.
Sorry, y'all, my arm. Oh,
What did you do?
I don't know.
No, it's still going. Is that
No.
Facebook?
Yes,
Okay.
there. So do you have other questions?
Do you sell better together or alone?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
let-
like
let me-
second
ooh,
skin, like
dang
yes,
it.
exactly.
Let me look at these comments real quick because there's a
Wilbur,
few.
Yep.
Um, forgive me, TikTok people, because my assistant went away. So, I made a live. Oh hey,
It'll burn you. I burned myself with that quick coat.
love the T-shirt. Thank you,
Burn
thank you.
yourself?
If you approve vendors in my
Because it gets
resin
too
group.
hot.
Oh, she's talking about fast that mix it
Oh.
for one time
Yeah.
one cup at a time. I think is what she was saying.
Yeah,
What are your
that should
thoughts
mix,
on-
like,
Hey y'all, I got a
Burn
question.
yourself.
What are your thoughts on selling
You'll
such
burn- you'll
as
burn
pins?
Okay, what was the
happened?
question?
What are your thoughts on selling cups like pins and cups together and keychains? I know at first I used to give a keychain with a cup, just a complimentary, whatever their first name was. B for Becky, I'd give them a B. And then I ended up going to selling keychains and stuff like that for like $5. And I would let them do like an add-on. Are y'all doing anything complimentary, or are you selling as sets, or what are you doing on that?
Well, for me, I start giving, but at the end, it's just my price product. You know, I don't know if they're going to use it first, because being honest, and second, it's
Right.
product I have. You know,
Right, sorry.
it's cost me that product. If it's a great returning customer, I will
Yes.
do.
Oh, definitely.
Because they deserve it. Because you want them to keep coming and they support your small business and they are loyal to you. You want to you want to reward your loyal customers. The second, I prefer to sell, and if they buy super expensive tumbler from you, you can do that. From my perspective, right? If they buy something like super expensive tumbler, with a lot of things they request, well, yeah, from my perspective, you can do that. But no, usually I do the straw. I give them the straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what I do.
I think we
A
started.
pin, I'm not giving a pin away.
No, I
No
think
way,
we
that's
started
way too much
giving
work.
away
Yeah,
first
that's
to
way
get
too much
customers, but
But a
not now.
keychain or a straw topper, that's like, if I just, a lot of times it happens because I mix too much epoxy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, they're getting on a straw topper, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, or like you said, if it's like somebody that like I really want to impress them, or like I made a Beauty and the Beast cup, and I had bought this straw topper, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a red rose to go on top. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And so and that was like then I've kind of done it since, like, if they have roses in the design or something, then I'm like, well, I'm gonna make something cool with it.
But if you let them
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it is something like.
And I don't let them know. I just like, it's a little surprise. It's a little little treat. Or like if it took me forever to do something and I feel really bad.
Yeah.
I'll throw a keychain in there. But I'm not giving pins away. That is
Oh,
way
heck
too
no.
much work. That is
Well, but
way
I
too
do
much.
always too try and have a mold.
But a
on the
combo,
side.
like $10 extra for a pin
Yeah.
that matches or something like that, then yeah,
Yeah.
I would. But keychains, I wouldn't. I mean, your type of keychains. But like, if you just give them like a little doodle with their letter or something,
Yeah,
that
the letter.
that should just be an add-on. That should just be here's something nice. I'm being
Yeah.
cool today.
Yeah. Well, I always have a mold sitting around, so when I have my
Yeah.
extra epoxy, I can
Yes.
throw it in. I think that's
Yes.
always definitely a good.
And then I'll do it for like glitter that I'm like, well, I want to see what this looks like. I haven't used it yet or something. I'll use it to put a little extra
I'll
in
throw
there.
in sometimes the mini keychains, the smaller
Yes.
ones. Or now the mini kitties. Like if I've got a customer that ordered 10
Oh
of the
yeah,
big kitties,
yeah.
I'll throw in a mini kitty. Just like, hey, this is about to come out. Or blah blah.
now you're gonna
Right,
want these.
Yeah.
No.
So that
Right.
they're getting a gift
Yeah,
because
if
they
you're-
bought
Yeah, it's a
multiple,
lot.
and it's kind of plus selling myself for later. to
Yes.
say,
You know,
oh,
and
this is
okay.
cool.
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm sorry, but also what is with me, it is I try to do the packaging very inviting when they open because cost around 50, 60.
Okay, we'll
I
talk
was
about
gonna go
that.
over that.
That's my thing, right? Because it is my market. Because my market. That you need to
So, I
make
was gonna
them.
go over this.
You need to go inviting with when they open my packages, when I send them, it's like, oh, I have, because I don't send anything, sometimes it's just, it's inviting for my market, so, is what I do.
There was something I was just gonna, when we were just on, dang it. Oh, okay. It hadn't been asked yet, but I figured it probably would be as far as discounting. So you were saying that, like, if somebody buys 10 keychains or whatever, what are y'all's thoughts on that? Because that hasn't been, but that's always a question of when are you discounting somebody? As far as, we all have that residual customer that, I've got one lady that bought 20 cups and it's 2 here and it's 3 here and it's all this friend and this friend and this friend and this friend.
I might do, I'll take $5 off of one of them, or like I'll be like, oh, I'll just do them all for this amount. But I'm not discounting too much, no.
Yeah.
But like if the keychain thing, I love that. What he's saying
Yeah.
is like throw in an extra
Right,
little one or
right.
something
Well,
for
and
the.
that's, a faster process of.
Much
throwing the
easier to
cap.
throw in one or
Than
two
the-
of those
the
than
cup.
it is to do the cup. Or
Yeah.
but don't discount yourself. But you also want to do a little something for something.
Right, just
if
to
they're,
reward them.
You
You
know.
want to
My
make them
packaging-
important, right? So you
yeah.
have returning customers, you want to do something for them. Like I said, for me, the packaging, sometimes when it's a customer, took me forever. I have a manatee, I'm sorry. I have a manatee cup, took me forever because I wanted to be perfect and plus a lot of fans. And
Yeah,
I feel bad, so I try to have something extra for them,
yeah,
just
Yeah.
fun, so they are not upset when they receive it, like, oh, it took that cup is amazing, but took forever to get it. So that is bad. You
Right,
don't want
right.
that. You want it, oh, it took a little bit more, but I got this. So you want
Right.
that excitement, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What you are going to show.
My business
Yeah.
cards have my business card's on one side, and it has a discount code for the next purchase,
Mm.
and my other side has a care card. And that's just, I think that at that point gives them incentive to say, come back and say, oh,
Right.
I love this cup, I want this, or I love these keychains, I want this. So each of my business cards have that discount, but it's 10%, so it's like next to nothing. It's like if you do a $45 tumbler, it's $4.50. It's not gonna make or break me.
Yeah,
And
no.
the amount of times that they've been used so far, they don't get used very often.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times they don't get.
Yeah, it is.
the
It's
discount code
depending
you
on your
choose.
market
And they
and
still
what
come
you
back.
want.
Yeah.
Like I've had some come
What do you
back,
got?
even though they've got the card with the discount code, they come back and they purchase it full price still.
Right, they
Yeah.
still don't use the code.
They don't. They forget, or they
Yeah.
don't even look at
They
it.
don't finish.
They don't read sometimes.
I'm gonna show this. This is the mint silhouette. This
Oh,
is silhouette. It's a mint. You can show them on that. It is a personalized stamp. You can make your own stamp, and so.
Let's make a stamp.
No, I don't have any extras, but what I was gonna show you is so like this is my tissue paper. Y'all, this is like a $20 thing that you can do, which it cost me $40 for this.
I
It's
haven't,
fine.
no, nothing.
And you just you have to just look it up and you can use it. It's very easy. It's not that
Okay.
difficult. So this is a stamp that I made with my like simple logo that I did. And so I just stamp my tissue paper like this, right? So that's enough. So, and then I stamp my tissue paper with my logo on there.
Oh, I love it.
Can you see that?
Oh my
I
god,
love
try
that.
on mine. Try
Can
on
you
mine.
see that?
I don't know if they can see it on the white. It's
Mm.
right here.
It's fine. I will remember.
Can you no.
I don't know.
Bring it
So-
closer.
So you made customized.
So I
tissue
put my
paper.
logo like all the way down, and then I take the tumbler and roll it up in there. And so when they open it up, it's got my logo on there. So it looks like
It looks like custom
I spent,
paper.
but I got this at the Dollar Tree, and you get a whole pack of tissue paper at the Dollar
I like
Tree,
it. I like it.
and I used the stamp to make it look more
Professional.
professional.
Yeah, let's go right into
So-
shipping.
Okay.
So that's what you do on your cups.
I love
Is
it.
you-
Thank you for sharing. That is amazing. Thank you.
So now you got that mint thing. What was the whole box? And then why?
That's
just a
the
little
mint.
stamp?
So this is how you make the stamp, right? So this.
So you can make multiple stamps.
Right. You stick it in there and it goes and it comes out, and then you
Oh, it's making that little black thing, and you apply it to the.
yes, and then
stamper.
this
Okay,
like
okay.
slides out, and this just sticks on there. You just stick
Fun.
that
So
on
what
there.
you're saying is it'd be real easy to make a Glitter Ranch logo.
It would be 100% easy to make a glitter ranch.
So this you just use over because this is just actually printing on that.
All
little
it's
black
doing
thing.
is
Gotcha.
embossing this or
Embossing,
whatever
right,
you're
right.
saying,
Okay,
and then
okay.
and then you just stick this on here. And if I wanted to make something else, like if you wanted to do a glitter ranch and this one, like if I wanted to do that
Mhm.
and glitter ranch, I just slide this out, which I'm not gonna be able to do right now because y'all are watching.
But it's interchangeable.
But it's interchangeable,
Okay.
so you can change it out and use it
That
differently.
little ink pad, okay.
There's like little square ones, there's bigger ones.
Oh my
I mean,
wow.
as big as
I'm
big
so
as that.
fond of it.
so. And this is like 40. I actually bought it off Marketplace from somebody. Drove out and bought it from this
Well,
like
it's
35 bucks.
probably this is a
But
great.
it was totally
Oh,
100%
that-
worth
well,
it.
I love the customization because, and we'll lead right into packaging. Okay,
Okay.
so y'all know I'm not doing that many cups right now. When I do, I am putting mine in those Grows Grain bags, right? Is that what it's called? Those bags, those clear, like purple or, dang it, what's the word? They're like fabric. Somebody, Leanne, somebody help me. What's the it's right on the tip of my tongue.
What?
Those little bags, they're just kind of like mesh.
Yeah, so
Anyway, that's what I put my cups in when I'm delivering locally. As far as when I ship out glitter, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to buy trash to send you. Even if I send a cup, the crinkle flowers are real pretty. My perspective is I'm not mailing trash. It's just me. I'm just not. So, I mean, I try, I'm putting it in my little teal colored envelope, but I'm not sending you trash. I think it's real cute. And when I get trash, I think it's real cute. I love it. I love seeing the crinkle fries. And yes, I'm excited when I open it. but nonetheless it's trash. So I really do love this idea. And I've really thought about maybe even doing like Melanie Garcia does packing tape with her logo on it. And I think I just haven't pulled the trigger on that. But I don't really use a lot of packing tape because I just use those envelopes. But I do
Sachet
like,
Sachet.
that's not what I'm searching it. I can't think of what that fabric is.
Organza.
Organza! That's it. Organza bags.
Yeah.
That's what I personally use to deliver my cups. I put them in organza bags and put the little straw in there.
Well, when I buy
I
the
love
glitter
this.
from you, I put it in my purse. And then
Right.
carrying them all like that. So I never saw those bags because all the time I'm just
Oh, we
like,
usually just have the dollar store bag.
yeah,
you know,
it's like
just
all the
little-
time in my purse and
Yeah.
everything.
The importance of using tissue paper when you're wrapping your cups, don't put them in the bubble wrap, is the tissue paper, because it could, if it's not cured enough, it can like crinkle it up, like it could.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So
I
you
just
wanna make
absolutely
sure you
will not
use your-
ship until mine's cured.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm the
just,
same way.
Well,
I'm past
yes,
it.
but even after, I mean, like,
Yeah.
if for any reason, and just using the tissue paper with the stamp, it
So-
really doesn't cost you much,
yeah, when
and it's
so
a
you're
and
using,
it's a presentation that's not too much of trash.
So
You know?
no, I love it. So you're wrapping the cup and then putting in the bubble wrap and then put it back in the box
Correct.
that it came in
Yeah,
and then
everything
putting
that it came in the box that I pulled it out and did the cup. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm wrapping. That's the only thing I'm adding to it is I'm stamping that,
Mhm.
wrapping it up, and I do put a little sticker like "Thank you for buying from me" or whatever.
Okay,
you know?
so then how are you shipping? Are you shipping in a box that
Yes.
box in
I
a
sh-
poly bag?
No. I put it in a box that you can get free from USPS.
So it fits, it ships is what you ship in.
Yes, and I was always this way. Even when I sold sunglasses, I always put it in the smallest case that I could.
Oh sure.
You know, because I'm like,
definitely.
I'm not sending.
So what
I'm not putting a
what's
bunch
your
of-
shipping cost?
So I charge $10. That's if I'm shipping you 5 cups, or if I'm shipping you 1 cup, it's $10.
Oh wow.
So I make everything on my Etsy page is $10 more to compensate for shipping.
Mhm.
And I don't care if you buy 5 cups, it's gonna be $10 extra on every one. It's just gonna make
Oh,
up.
it's gonna be $10
yeah.
on every one, not one
It's
cup
free
or
shipping.
5
It's free shipping on Etsy.
Got you.
Free shipping.
Okay,
Everything's $10 more. You want to buy from me local and pick it up? It's $10
So
less.
it's gonna be $60 if I buy it on Etsy.
Correct.
If I buy it local, it's gonna
It's
be
$50.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
exactly.
Okay.
And that's compensating for it. The boxes are free, but I still gotta buy tissue paper and I bought my stamp. Blah blah
They
blah.
handle
yeah.
shipping, handle
You know,
shipping.
and like just some paper. I always save my paper.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
if
I
you
know.
ship me a bunch
Yeah.
of cups, I'm
You
saving that paper.
Well, and I'm saving the box that you sent me, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like
yeah.
but the USPS boxes, you can go onto their website
Yeah.
and you
Free.
can have them shipped to your house for free. They are
Okay.
free and free shipping, and then you use those boxes.
It's not free shipping.
Yes, it's free.
You're paying.
For the boxes to come
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you,
yeah.
it's free.
But once you are mailing that
No.
to your customer,
Once you're doing that, then
and
yes.
the thing about it is, okay, if it fits, it ships, like whatever.
Yes.
But if you were to like weigh it and use it on pirate ship or whatever, and so you're paying, say the cost of it fits, it ships is $10. I don't know because I don't do
It's
that.
$8.45
Okay, so
for the
say
small ones.
I
Then
run
it's
it
like
through.
$15 for the shoe box one.
Okay, say I run it through my pirate ship and I stick my label on there for $6.50. Well, because it's in that box, they are going to charge me what it fits, it ships. So I might have just bought a label for $6.50 and I've screwed myself on that. So I did that one time and I don't use it fits, it ships anymore because I have such a variety of sizes anyway now. We just go through USPS, like just regular, we pack it in our own box because now you can use those boxes and just use them as a box. There was somebody that was going, oh no, these are free. If you use it through USPS, you pay that rate. So if you used it to UPS, it would be whatever that actual shipping was. But because it's got those labels on it, they're going to charge you the cost of that box. So they're going to charge you back. Does that make sense?
Maybe.
Yeah. So
You're talking about the postal service.
Mhm.
The boxes.
Those boxes that
Right.
you can, if you use it through another carrier,
You
that's
have
not
to
a
weigh
way you can do it exact. Otherwise, I'm getting screwed if it only rang up that it was going to cost me $6.50. but their standard for that box is $10. Now I've got to pay that $10, so they're going to charge me that extra, the difference.
Right, this is the box.
Yeah.
These are actually the smaller ones.
Yeah.
I used the little bit bigger one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't use those for tumblers.
The Kit Kat.
If there's enough kitty cats, but even then I've got boxes now that
Yeah,
I
that
bought.
is smaller.
Yeah, well, for me, what I do, because what I do is I got from any box I can find,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It could
definitely.
be for Pirates Chip or from USPS. Usually I have a standard rate about 11 to 13 depending of what I'm sending. And I'm trying just to send a lot of like beautiful wrapping so when they open, because as a customer that is value for me, but it's what you like. For example, some people they don't like to have all the paper when they are opening the boxes, but for me is what I like when I open my boxes. So it's what I try to recreate.
Mm-hmm.
Depending of what you like to receive in your packages, some people they don't like to have all the stuff, and some people they like. So whatever you like, when I open, it's like, oh my god, I get something, or I have something extra, or I have beautiful wrapping. It's like, oh wow, that is important for each seller. Is what is important to mail is what they mail.
Yeah.
What I do.
No, great.
So I put a ribbon around my box, and I put it in the middle of the box, and then I just put some packing paper around it, and then I fold it up, and then I'll put some stickers on the front, like thank you, or thank you for the postal, like thank you for getting this, or fragile,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about all I do. I don't waste too much money on the packing, like.
Yeah.
If the cup's good enough, it's gonna be
Yeah.
impressive when you. I mean, I just tie like a little. They're like 47-cent ribbons from Walmart, and I just tie a bow, and then I'll put the straw. I'll slide the straw like underneath the ribbon, And so when they open it up, it's right there in the middle. Like
It's
No,
whatever
okay.
you like.
Leah was saying that she does a wax seal on her.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that,
That's a
but
neat idea.
yeah,
too.
that's cool.
All right. Anybody else? Ricky, how do you pack? Let me go back over to this and see if I'm missing anything.
Tumblers, I use
I gotta
the
check it.
shipping bags, and then I put the tumbler inside a wine chipper, and I blow that up. Have you guys seen those?
Oh yeah, show us that. Oh yeah, Sarah, I get my gloves from Harbor Freight too. I did. Now I bought so many that I haven't in a while. But that's definitely where I was getting mine. Yeah, Ricky's got these neat little bags. And for whatever reason, it is cheaper to ship in a
It is.
poly bag. It just is.
It is. So
Than a box.
this is the bag I use for my tumblers. And my tumbler, I'll stick it in. This is intended for wine bottles. And so I'll stick it in here. And especially my customers that have they order like a keychain. Or I shipped earlier this week a tumbler with a keychain and the eyelash to Jenny.
Mhm.
And it all fit in here. And it's protected because once you put it in here, you blow it up. There's a space right here where you can blow it. There's a little pump. You put it in there and you blow it up, and it blows up. And then I put it in.
This way, so see on this one too.
And once it's blown up, then I stick it into my bag. On here, I put my shipping label. I put the fragile stickers. I put the thank you for supporting my business stickers,
Yeah.
and that's it.
So this is just inflating like a big pillow around it.
Yep.
So no box, just and the inflatable
Just the
balloon
bags.
there. Cool. Cool.
My kitties is where I use a little
Those
bit
little-
different packaging.
Yeah, like I said, every seller is different, what they want, what they work for them. Some people are like, no, I prefer a box or prefer
Yeah.
this bag. Whatever works, it's just for us to deliver the cup intact, right? So that is the most important.
One of the main things is like whatever's convenient to you. Like if you live next door to the post office, then use the post office, you know. But like me, I installed a bigger mailbox,
Mm-hmm.
so I can fit those boxes. They just slide. I can fit 2 of them back to back. So I just space out my shipping. Like I'll ship this one on Tuesday, and then the next 2 on Wednesday, and then I just stick them in my mailbox, and the mail person takes it, and we're done.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go anywhere or whatever. So you just,
Whatever
like,
works for you.
if you're like, oh my god, Erica's solution is the absolute what I need to do, or if you're like,
Right.
that's crazy, I do what Ricky does.
Yeah. No,
That's
and
just
Ricky's next door to the post office. I'm
Literally.
4 blocks from the post office, so that's how I can do shipping every day.
And
And
I'm
not
not.
not
so.
And I am not,
Yeah.
so you just need to try.
So I'm like mellow. That's
Yeah.
my
Well, thankfully,
mellow,
I'm not.
so.
I mean, I'm fighting school traffic for a block, so you know, it's not a problem for me. It works for me.
So my keychains, those go in this type of bag that are bubble wrap.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then if it's double, then I use a little bit bigger bag. And then between each kitty, I'll put a piece of foam in there. Put a piece of foam, business card, wrap them both with the order form.
Mm.
That way they
Packing
also got
slip,
that
yeah,
protecting
yeah.
them, and then stick them in the bag.
I don't do an order form.
I print packing slips. I don't print.
I started doing
Receipt.
it.
But see, I think if you were buying multiples, like if they're buying 4 or
Yeah.
5, and if they're buying 1 cup, I mean,
Yeah,
they know,
and like
they
why
know what
the-
they ordered.
Yeah.
Well, I do that only because that's how I track what I'm doing.
Um,
But the website does it for me though, so
Yeah. You
yeah, see,
probably
Etsy
don't.
does it too,
Yeah.
and you can print off of Etsy too. By the way, you can
Oh.
print. You can do shipping. They give you a little bit of a discount, like $1 or whatever off. So you can just like set it up to be like, these are the boxes I use, and then you just
Oh,
click
that's
it, and it just prints it off. With my experience with the post office or the United States Postal Service, is that just pay a little bit extra, because they will get you somebody with a power trip somewhere down the line will be like, it's held at the post office because you didn't pay the $4. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, you know. And so then the person that I sent it to is having to pay $4 for them to get it. I mean, I had that happen like 2 weeks ago. I was so embarrassed.
I haven't had
She
that.
was like,
I
it's
haven't
no
either.
big deal. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not, ugh. So I just pay the regular rate. I don't even care. I'll just pay extra for $2 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the Etsy, I haven't had any problems with the Etsy
Yeah.
shipping.
So this is everyone how it works.
yeah, I don't do the crinkle phrase either. I'm not at that point in business. Now, maybe down the line, if business is really good and I'm selling like crazy, then I'll get crinkle fries and put the little frillies in there. But right now,
I see people pack stuff and
Ricky,
they're like
so
putting
yours-
all kinds of stuff in there, and I'm like,
Okay, Erica, see what I did, because I can't. I was trying to touch that to remember.
Yeah, I-
Ricky, so where are you getting those inflatable bags? You said off Amazon.
Amazon. All of my
you just-
shipping products are from Amazon.
You're searching probably wine bottle shipping container.
yeah.
that's just
Here, let me
look
okay.
for it.
So you're fine.
Okay.
Here, I'll find it.
I've not used this, but I love them. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, me too. I have one, and I have like a tiny cup, so I put it there because somebody sent me something with it.
Mm.
I think maybe Amazon, they sent me the little bag, and I'm like, oh my god, this is too cool. I can
Yeah.
put it in. So I'm not worried about breaking, because you know how they throw the packages and all of that. So
Oh my
it's
God,
kind of
FedEx is
scary.
the worst.
Oh, I know.
FedEx,
I
oh my God, I
know.
got something from FedEx the other day. I thought, well, thank God it's glitter, because
Well,
I mean,
it's
like,
expensive.
well, I mean, but I'm saying, thank
Yeah,
God it
Ricky,
wasn't anything
definitely. Can you
important.
share the link to the page?
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Um,
It is so much fun to learn about the other creatives, how they do their stuff, because you never know what other stuff will work for you, right? In their perspective. It's things you don't have watching other kind of classes. So
yeah, yeah.
Wine bottle protector bag is what they're called.
Okay, cool. So he'll get that. Okay, so we have talked about social media, kind of some do's and don'ts, what products we're using, equipment we're using. What else? Packaging. We wanted to cover that. We got that.
let me see. Like
It's
the
5:20.
products.
I
Well,
need to go check in.
Yeah. Okay, so Ricky's gonna post that. What else? Did you have something?
no, it's just no.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we're probably gonna let me come over here.
So whoever is here, y'all need to come back at 7-ish when we get
Yeah.
back, and we're gonna be giving away tumblers.
Yeah. And then y'all, there are a couple of more. I'm just gonna stand in front of y'all for a second. There's a few more spots on the page. If y'all haven't joined that, go check it out, so that way you can get into the raffle, so we can give that away tonight too. If you have any questions, post them, save them for later. Like I said, we'll come back at 7. Oh, that popped up again. I thought there was something new. So if you haven't joined the waffle, go do that. What else? That's it. We'll see you at 7.
That's it.
Bye, y'all.
Now we
Thanks.
gotta turn everything off.
Right.
Okay, now everybody stand up and turn everything off. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.
I'm gonna agree. Where's the finish?
Mm,
I don't know. I'll have to put on a ringlet.
no.
Is it posting? Live summary. Oh, I haven't done that one.
Oh, at least you were like.